This is the D6 generation.
Dice are our vice.
Creating not too horrible content since 2008.
Are you crazy? That's like 400 hours of gamer nonsense.
Oh, I think we're well past that. This episode, more Dungeons & Dragons live play. The Sands of Khassan.
All right, here we are, back in the Sands of Khassan. So I'm just going to start off with a brief recap, just to catch us back into the mood. So when last we joined our heroes, you were doing battle with the beastly rat ogres, Trell and Hark. Unfortunately for the two brutes, they proved to be far less than your equals and were quickly dispatched. With the oddity of laughter, song, and thunderous dancing as a backdrop, you advanced deeper into the stronghold. There was a momentary distraction as a guardian water elemental attempted to engulf Aurelius and Fee. It turned out to be a fairly pitiful attempt, dampening merely their clothing and leaving their spirits bone dry. The liquid would-be sentinel was reduced to a puddle before continuing your forward march. Not long afterwards, Aurelius's extended dark vision allowed him to determine the source of the continuous revelry that echoed about. He spotted a host of bearfolk making merry on the other side of the subterranean stream that bisected the basement. Shortly after the discovery, Yernev made his presence known, and instead of immediately attacking, he began negotiating for the safety of the bearfolk, suggesting he would order them to not interfere if they be allowed to leave unharmed. He tried to get Yernev to stand down as well, but he insisted that was impossible. So with the terms agreed upon, the battle with the Maelstrom Lord began. Despite the werebear's fighting prowess and the two additional were bodyguards joining in, it became apparent in a handful of seconds that he could not compete with your combined strength. Yernev bid Drell stay his blade so that he be allowed to speak. In an anime-style mid-battle dialogue, the werebear went on to inform you that he had not been the true leader of the Maelstrom for several years and that he was merely the face of the organization. Its true leader was a favored werewolf of the Raven Queen, bearing her mark. He was known as Rabba Hakan, and the courtier of the Sultan had simply used Yernev as bait for his trap. The Shadow Moon werewolf had wanted to get you off the streets and away from onlooking eyes. His plan is to turn the basement stronghold into your grave. As the defeated Yernev finished imparting this information, you heard the taunts of the aforementioned Hakan echo through the surrounding passageways, accompanied by a multitude of howls. Chosen, chosen, time to play. Arr, 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 all echoing through the hallways. And we are at the top of the turn, which will be the end of round. So I finally figured out how to do these counting for all your spells. I got to put it at the beginning, and so count it off the first time it wraps around. So this is the end of the second, so the end of 12 seconds or the second round of Wall of Fire, and it is Azrael's turn.
I am not currently on that layer.
Can we translate to the map, John?
What's that? Oh, you guys turn on the map.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's edit that out.
I remember there being a Wall of Fire.
Where are you guys? Oh, here. Nope. Yes, maybe. Aha.
All right. Well, the Wall of Fire is going to stay. That much is for certain.
All right. Does that make it better now that you can see the map?
Yeah, I just got to recenter myself now. Figure out where I am.
Joe's map seems to be loading. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, Joe. Just a quick thing so you don't freak out. I did some deep dives on the your familiar and summoning, and so Poncho no longer has sight either. So in order to get his sight, you have to spend an action and go and become blind and deaf. So then I can turn it on for you. But you can talk to him, obviously, with as long as he's within 100 feet. But I don't have a sight on anymore because that's kind of taking advantage with roll. Normally, it wouldn't be a problem on a real table, but with roll 20, it's a pretty big advantage.
All right. All right. So the wereboar is still in front of us then.
Werebear is the smell of cooked pork is in the air. He is roasting on an open fire like a spitted wild boar, but he is still alive.
All right.
Not only now is he standing in a wall of fire, he has a flaming spear up his backside.
Which that triggers on the
End of his
start
turn.
of his turn? End of his turn?
End of his turn.
Both of them are the end of the turn.
All right. Well, the werewolf takes damage for entering the wall of fire, right? Which will be the start of his turn. Or
No, once he's entered it, he takes it at the end of his turn.
okay, got it.
You
Sweet.
take it the first time you enter it and the end of your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna hit him with a sacred flame in that case. I was seeing if I was gonna get any extra damage.
Are you? Because that really hasn't worked out with you for you so far. But you never know. Is that a dex save, sir?
That is a dex save. Yes.
The werebore does not look particularly dexterous, especially as he's hopping to try to avoid fire. But he's giving it his all. Well, that's your roll because I'm like this time.
Yeah.
I don't see my roll.
It's going to be 13 radiant damage if he fails.
Interesting. Oh, there it goes. All right, is the first number we'll be using, which is a 15, and he makes it.
Passes.
He dances aside your moon god's bluish flames as they shoot down from the sky. He's like, you can't tell what he's thinking, and he doesn't really say anything loud, but probably his internal monologue is like, I got enough fire, boyo. And as he dances aside your wall. Do you have anything else coming there, Ezra?
Nope. That is. I probably should heal. No, that's it for me.
All right. That was Azrael. We are now finishing off round 4 of your rage. Or did you come out of rage when you were talking? You're still in rage, right?
I'm super mad. I'll headbutt the dying.
No, you're fine. So it is your turn, Drell.
Get up here and attack this
He
bear.
yielded on his turn, so I don't think you ever did not swing.
Right. So what's it going to take to get me up onto this level here?
Well, it's you got to make a climb check, and it costs double movement to climb, or because you can only climb at half speed, basically.
All right. And can I do anything with athletics? Can I athletic my way up there?
Well, athletics is your climb check.
Oh, okay.
Can I fly up
the
there?
problem is that there's special. Well, you could fly, yes, if you could fly. But
I cannot. I have a potion, but I will not be using it to get up this.
The ledge is right at this square level. I know why.
Can I carry him up there? Is the question.
You could, but your turn comes next.
Yeah, I'm not waiting.
So you have to be in this square to start climbing, or if you're in the square right now, you're kind of in the same square as Yernev, although he's not. He's acting as an ally, so he still counts as 2.
I'm going to use my inspiration to climb.
All right, so you want to either climb here because that one's a column there, like a face. So you either want to climb here or you want to climb in Yernev's square, which
I'm going to climb here.
Okay, so move one over. So it's cost you 2 squares so far. It's 10 up, which is going to cost you 20. But you should be able to make it. That's fine. You do that all day and twice on Sunday. So take off your inspiration. And so you are now, standing right there next to the werebear bodyguard. Who
is he dead?
He is far from dead. He looks
well,
like
in that case, let's make him dead, shall we?
He looks like he just joined the battle and is itching to kill.
If you move here, you'd be able to get flanked from me, right?
No, I couldn't. I can't see you. Oh, there you are. Okay.
If you end your turn there, you will take fire damage.
Right. You just want to end your turn there.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Hang on a second. He already moved. He was here, so he went 1, 2. So you've already moved. You have 40 movement or 45 movement?
I have 40.
So you move 10, and it costs you 20 to get up, 30, 35, 40. So that's the end of your movement.
Really?
Yeah, really. Because it costs you twice. It's 10 feet up, and it costs you double movement to climb.
3, 4. So I'm counting 20 to get up to here.
No, because you're climbing 10 feet straight up, and it costs you double. You can only climb at half your speed.
Yeah. Well,
so it costs you 20 feet to go up.
Never mind.
It costs you 10 to get over. 20 feet up.
I'm fine. I'm going from there, and I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
And I am.
By the way, I figured out what was wrong with your critical.
Oh, good.
You click the attack before the critical attack. That's all. Because you didn't get any critical damage, like none. That's why it was so low.
Oh. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure you can walk me through it.
Yeah, you just clicked the wrong swing. That's all.
Oh, there's a swing for.
No. Because you had rolled once that wasn't a critical, and then you rolled where it was a critical, and you just clicked the damage on the one above.
Gotcha. Okay, I am using my great weapon master.
All right. So
Okay.
you are swinging at this guy with a -5 to hit, but that is going to hit with a 26, sir.
That
Go
would
ahead
be
and click on your
did not
damage.
register. I have it clicked, but it didn't register, probably because I had clicked the attack first, but didn't roll the dice yet. So technically, that's a 21. Would that still hit?
Oh, I see, because you didn't minus out the 5. Yes, 21 still hits.
Okay, so then everything's clicked. Eat this, bear boy.
So that is 31 points of damage, or 32 points of damage. I'm sorry, math is hard.
Yeah, okay.
He is not bloody, but he does take all of it. You rip through his immunity, being that you have a magical moon axe, and his blood splatters along across the column that is next to you.
Yes, indeed. Sehanine, goddess of the moon and not death, will attack again!
Oh, that was so close. But a 19 will hit.
19, and it is no longer Divine Fury. Otherwise...
Or you not... do you have... Oh, you do have your Great Mastery up. For some reason, it's not rolling with it.
20.
Yeah, 20 damage. All right. Okay. Do you have anything else, sir?
No.
You cut through him again. He's got 2 huge gashes, and he looks pissed at you. It's Cal's turn then, if you are done.
I am done. For the moment.
So before I fly up there, I'm going to ask good old Uranev if there's any weaknesses of the next guy coming in. What's his name?
His name is Khassan.
Khassan, that's right, sorry.
Khassan, H-A-K-K-O-N. Khassan.
Not Hakakan.
Nope, just Khassan.
I ask Uranev if I say, Khassan, does he have any weaknesses?
He is aware, marked by the Shadow Queen. If I knew his weaknesses, he'd not still be alive.
Very well. Which way do I...
He looks pretty defeated right now. He's not doing anything but on his all fours, just looking like a really wet, large bear. What's that, Cal?
Do I get a sense of which way Hakan's coming in since we heard him?
You heard them originally when you heard the taunting and the howling. It was all coming from the north, which is where you came from, where the stairwell was and everything. It was pretty loud, though. But you don't know if that was the acoustics of the place echoing or if they're closing fast.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to fly back up then. Where am I? There I am. Sorry. And I will position myself. I'm going to fly back towards those stairs. Since I didn't have a map last week, I'm not quite sure where I am in relation to all that. Can you ping where that general direction is?
The stairwell is here. I'll put an arrow here for you. Yes, exactly where the green arrow is pointing.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, green arrow.
We shall call Aurelius Arrow Master.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's back
I'm
that
thinking
way.
Nam's thing. Nam's fire.
All right. So I'm going to go up 10 feet and then.
Yes. So if you're 10 feet off the ground, you're the same level as that bridge in that direction and the plank where Namfoodle is on.
And so if I'm up 10 and then over 35, that should be my max movement there.
Where are you going?
I'm waiting for the bad guy to come.
We got 2 bad guys right here, right?
Yeah, we've already got some bad guys.
Oh, do we? Oh, these guys are still alive.
Right.
Almost bleeding.
That's right. Cal's going to hide again.
Which
All right,
Cal
in that
just like
case-
zips past.
All right. Well, we can't keep doing your movement over and over again. So you fly over that way. You go to there, and all of a sudden, Aurelius
I'm gonna
and
come fly
Drell
over
go,
here.
"Where are you
You guys
going?"
are
So
fighting.
now you've already used that movement. So what are you going
I
to
was
do?
going to fly over here and fight with Aurelius then.
Do you have enough movement to do all of that? Go that direction and
No,
come
I'm
back?
not going to fly. If I saw those guys are still alive, I was going to come over here if they're still fighting.
All right. I will let you do it this
All
time.
right.
So if you fight from that diagonal you're at, you give him an armor class bonus for attacking through a corner. Just so you
There a
know.
corner? What corner?
Yeah. you're where you're standing. There's a little corner. There's actual corner.
Oh, there is. Okay.
When you fight diagonally through.
That's why I can't see anything, so I'm not going to do that now.
Yeah.
Right there.
If you go there, you're fine. You have no advantage, but you're fine tackling.
Okay. And we shall whack him with
That's
the stick.
not advantage.
All right, there's my guy.
The place you could get advantage is here. Is the closest place if Drell was standing there, but he is not.
Wow. Lord, everything's so tough on us.
All right, so you fly up, land on the stone tiles behind this giant bear, and attack.
And
That almost looked like a miss, but a 29 is definitely a hit. You slam into his back with your, or actually in his ribs with your quarterstaff, magical quarterstaff. So he takes that full damage of 12. He's still not bloodied. He's just angry, like really angry.
You take another swing. Whack.
That is still going to hit this guy because he's got nothing going on for armor. So you slam into him for another 15.
And then I'm going to do for my bonus action, I'll just do a single unarmed attack.
Okay. That will hit as well. And you kick into the side of his knee, buckling it. He'll snap roundhouse to the side of the knee. He takes 11 more points of bludgeoning damage. And he is officially bloodied.
And I am done.
Quick work of these guys. All right. Are you done?
I'm done.
Now it's their turn.
All right. So the first thing happens. So all of a sudden you hear another howl. You hear movement to the east, which is the bottom of the map. Just fast claws, especially you, like you, Aurelius. Not Aurelius, Azrael. Azrael, I closed the door just because your wall of fire is opaque, and so you can't technically see through it.
I raised it as high as the ceiling to go, so that's fair.
Right. So it's floor to ceiling. So, but you hear claws like across that hall that you guys came up, at least the lower part, just like scraping across it, moving really fast, and then you hear a savage howl tear from somewhere just down there, way closer than you think, probably within 30 or 40 feet. And his howl just echoes through the caverns. And I'm going to need Azrael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Azrael, Aurelius, and Cal, I am going to need a wisdom saving throw from you. From all three of you folks.
I only got an 18.
I only got a 14.
You never fail wisdoms. You never fail saving throws, even though you're only got a +5. What'd you get, Cal?
Working on it.
Almost had a 22.
Failings for suckers.
Yeah.
All right. The only one that fails is poor Azrael. Azrael, you are frightened. But so you are frightened by this howl, but there is a second effect of this howl. It seems to spur on the were-boar and the were-bear bodyguards.
Oh gosh.
And they seem
Annoying.
extra enraged.
Annoying.
All right, and so that happens. Also, then after that happens,
You get one
is
more.
actually the were-boar's turn, and he is going to attack Azrael with advantage now.
Yeah.
Because he's inspired by this savage.
Oh no! The bad guys have advantage. Oh wait, I recklessly attacked. I care not.
So,
That's
you're the
it's
one.
me.
Yeah, well, that's true. It would affect you. So this
I love it
boar
when they get
is-
advantage. It makes me
this
feel
one
better about my
because
life
I
choices.
failed. Oh, this is my saving thing. This is the thing I got and I failed it, which sucks.
Oh my god!
So a 19 is going to miss you, correct?
It will miss.
All right.
That's a lot of
So his
defense
first
like
swing
that.
bounces off your shield. The second swing,
That includes critical damage. That's why it looks like a long.
Oh, okay, that makes more
So-
sense with that situation there.
bounces off your shield. I'm just doing all the damage ahead of time because
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just speeding things up.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a dice change already because I don't like the way I'm rolling.
I love the way you're
No. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Great
Then
job.
he is going to
Oh, DM.
attempt a husk attack.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, it was so close. But again, all of them miss on you. So he misses on all of his attacks. And then he
In the
takes your,
wereboar's defense, he is on fire.
you're true. He is slightly
He is
distracted.
going to take fire damage.
Go ahead and do your
A lot of
firewall damage on the poor werebore because he's about to.
Yeah.
I'll throw out my wall of fire.
Actually, no, that won't work.
He's going to take 22 fire damage.
All right, he burns up and dies. I'm going to move him
Good.
off the map.
I'm not going to worry about my flaming spear then.
I'm just going to leave a firewall for crowd control because the flame is facing away from us. So that'll.
It just looked like the werebear ate the werebore. That was freaky.
And then it is. All
The
right.
one token disappeared into the other token, and its mouth is wide open and just the right angle. Loved it.
All right, you get a ping or telepathic message from Poncho Aurelius that it sees a creature moving on the bridge. None of you see this thing, and all of a sudden, this creature appears next to Nam. He like suddenly appears out of the shadows, like almost like the shadows whip together and form into him, and he looks like this. I'll give you guys a description as I pop this guy up.
He looks like a creepy shadow with red eyes. Pretty
He
scary.
looks like a werewolf, but also a shadowy werewolf. So he's got glowing red eyes, and when he opens up his maw, like everything is black around him. He looks like a werewolf, but his skin is kind of taunt around his face. And he's like even the drool as he opens up his maw is black, like ichory black, and there's a long black tongue that he lolls out as he tries to attack into, and he appears so rapidly that he actually has advantage on his first attack on Nam. So he is going to
Can I see? I can see it from this angle. I'm going to use my reaction to give him disadvantage on that attack, so it's straight up.
Okay. So he is going to bite out with his bite. You guys aren't insane, so we'll take
That'll be a
the
straight up.
one, which is going to be a miss. So he misses Nam. What's Nam's current AC? Nam is at a 19. All right. And then he swings a claw at Nam. That only affects his first attack, right?
Ooh.
Oh, his first attack, yes.
There we go. He slashes into Nam with his claw. Nothing insane, though. So he does 10. Well, that's actually not bad. He does 10 damage to Nam, which might just bloody Nam. I gotta be. Actually, I don't know if this totals that high.
Flip your cloak, Nam. Flip your cloak.
No, Nam's not bloodied. Then another creature, which the Poncho doesn't see that, but there's another one. Oh, that's not right. All right, here we go. All right, here he comes. So this another one comes out from here. Door opens up the north. Well, it's not the north. It's actually the east. Shows up just side this door. I'm not sure maybe Drell can see it from there. Let's see. Yeah, Drell, you can just see another one of these shadow creatures. He's in the dim lighting, right by the side of the door. He's just in the doorway, and all of a sudden, he disappears and appears next to Nam, standing on this platform. So this is a little wider area.
God.
And he's like, and he bites at Nam with advantage this time, unless you have another reaction up your sleeve.
Well, he does actually.
He does not. But an 18 is going to clank into Nam's armor, and so then he swings out with just a regular attack.
Ooh.
And he does not crit. That's the second swing, so he does not get him because that one did not have advantage. So he actually does not get Nam. He's slashing at Nam. You hear other movement and moving across the hallways and stuff. And that is those guys. Then it comes to the werebore, who was inspired by the savage howl, so the howl. So he has advantage.
Come on, come get me.
Yeah, you're hard to see, so he's
I'm
not
right
worried
here.
about you.
I'm right here. Oh, you're talking
So
about the
he is
bear.
going to choose between I'm going to go roll a d6, and 1, 2, 3. He's going for the big barbarian with a battle axe, or 4, 5, 6. He is going
1, 2, or 3. He chooses death. You mean?
He chooses the monk, which may be a mistake,
Still
but he
going
does it
to die.
anyway.
You'll miss.
And so he is going to slash out with his great axe with advantage at. And your current, actually, he can't have advantage on you because, you're not shifted, so he can't have advantage.
Not shifted.
So 21 is your current armor class. So he's going to slash out with advantage. That should do it. And he gets a 25 and a 26. So he hits you for 15 damage, slashing damage, Cal. His great axe rips through your shoulder. Blood splatters all of it. He's fired up by this result. So he swings out at you again. Oop, I rolled the wrong one. So that's going to miss anyway, which is good because I put it wrong. And then he is going for his third attack. He is going to bite at you with advantage. And that should hit with a 26, and you take 23 piercing damage, and I will need a Constitution save from you.
Yikes.
Are you bloodied now?
I am bloody, yeah.
Blood splatters all over the place.
So he hit me for 23, you said?
Yeah, so he's hit you for 39 in one round.
Holy shit.
Holy smokes.
Very bloody. Constitution save.
Yes, please.
Right up my alley. We'll give it a shot.
Oh. You feel his
first level character.
you feel his bare saliva ooze through your wounds, and you know too well the fate of being bit by a lycanthropy. Having run
sweet
with
Christmas! What an awesome thing to be, a lycanthrope.
So you're not one yet, but you are. It's a curse too, not a disease, which you are well aware of. All right. So that was that guy's turn. That brings us to Aurelius, who has now finished 7 rounds of dancing, and one round of flaming spear.
End of his turn, he is going to need to make a dexterity save, and because he's ended his turn next to the flaming sphere, and if he fails, he will end up taking.
How's a 1 and a 2? Even though the 1's the only thing that counts.
Okay, so he's going to take that 13 points of fire damage from the flaming sphere. That's because
he's not happy about the situation, but the savage howl seems to have him in some kind of crazy frenzy. He's not too worried about it. All right, Aurelius, it's your turn.
Oh well, seeing it's my turn, I use my bonus action to slam the sphere into his butt again, and say, "Save again, fool!" DC 16 dex again. He'll take another 13 points from the
change color again.
flaming spear. So 13 points from the flaming spear.
Yep, I get it. 13 points from flaming spear.
I'm going to make my 2 attacks. First one's with booming blade.
So let's go shadowy and see what happens.
And that's going to be 10 slashing, and then it's going to do. So he's going to take 15.
You slash out with your scimitar, which also is a magic weapon. Hits on a 15, and he takes.
Takes 15. 10 slashing, 5 thunder.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get in with my second attack. And that's going to hit.
That will hit.
And that will hit him for 7 more. And I'll say, "Take that from powerful mages with swords, fool." And
a wordsmith.
Your taunts so far today on a scale of 1 to 10 are around what I'm rolling on average, which is like a 2.
That's right. And then I'm going to telepathically also say to Pancho, I goes, "Tell me what you can see. Tell me how many are coming from the riverbed or across the bridge." And I am also going to mention to Drell and Cal and Az, who I can see, that there's someone coming across the bridge towards us.
All right, are you done, Aurelius?
That's it.
All right, it is Nam's turn, and Nam is kind of
in the fight of his life.
Well, you know what? He can't. He has no. He could let them take swings at him. They weren't particularly awesome at hitting. It's only one swing each. That might be the way to go. Drop back next to.
Get behind me.
Come to me, laddie.
Yeah, I think he's going to. Well, then he puts himself in the bear's reach, so that does actually cause a problem. He could just go one back. Doesn't really know what's coming.
That's okay.
So.
Cal will have this bear dead before it goes.
Or
again.
he could just shoot these guys with disadvantage because he's that badass.
He's got an awesome plus to hit.
Yeah, what he's going to do is first he's going to action surge because that seems like not action surge, second wind, because that seems like the right thing to do right now. So that's going to be 1d10 plus 8. So he second wins. See how the new dice are doing. Oh, it's so close to. Oh, it did stay a 9. Nice. So he gets 17 back. He's looking much better. And then he is going to shoot point blank on the one on his right, just because randomly choosing. And he's going to fire disadvantage. He's going to fire again with disadvantage. Let's get these done together. He's going to hit with the first arrow with 20s. And the second arrow, his low is a 16, which still hits these guys because they do not seem to be heavily armored in their shadowiness. And he's got magical arrows. They seem to rely on them not being magical arrows, but they are. So that is a total. Hope I haven't rolled damage yet. So 2 sets of damage. 14. And so he does 26 damage to the one on the right. He's not bloodied yet. Buries 2 arrows into him. And he's like, I know I'm Nam Poodle Boondoggle. And his cloak flaps, but I could use a little help on the bridge. And now it is Poncho's turn. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a perception check for Poncho while he scans the darkness as you ordered him to.
He's got the eyes of an owl.
All right. Poncho reports back to you that there are 2 other shadowy beings on the bridge.
And then I'm going to tell him to.
That's all he can. That's all he can
back.
see.
Yeah, I'm going to have him fly back here.
Okay. Yep, you can still move him. So he flies back where you order him to fly to.
And keep an eye out. He's still
going to technically. Well, I guess telepathically you can do it whenever you want, but it's not supposed to cause an action. I think you're supposed to kind of order him on your turn, and he's supposed to have a separate initiative according to the spell. So
yeah, that's right. I took a separate initiative. I didn't do separate initiatives because didn't want to be confusing, but I'll happily do that.
Yeah. All right. Are you done?
That's my owl's turn. That's all I can do.
Poncho's done. Right. So it is actually Yurnev's turn. And he's still panting and looking up, just kind of in shock. Maybe he was affected by the fear, even though he's technically not in the radius. The wall of fire is on round 3, so it is Azrael's turn. We're at the beginning of the round again.
I'm currently frightened, so...
You are frightened. I believe that is the end of the turn check. Let me just double check.
All right.
End of each turn. But and it's only if you can hear the source. I reread frightened, so you don't have to be able to see it. And the source is to the bottom of the map, which is the west, so you cannot advance down at all.
Can't advance west. Okay, great. I can't really do that.
Advance south either. Yeah, you can't advance south either because that would be closer.
South would bring you towards the source, not in that.
You're pretty much stuck unless you jump. So you could back up one.
I don't intend.
That shrubbery is still on the ledge, or you could jump down from there.
Shrubbery.
So you can move one to the top of the map, or what we're calling east. You can. You're fine. You're still on the ledge.
All right. I'm going to pop a 3rd level cure wounds on myself.
Did I hit you last round?
Yes.
You did not hit me last round. You hit me a few times last session.
I was going to say, I could get a concentration check on you, but I did whiff like a champ. That's right, with the poor boar in his last final battle. All right.
I am a little hard to hit.
So you cast Cure Wounds on yourself. Well, that's not too bad. You get 23 health back.
All right, that puts me back in very good shape, so I'm worried about that. So,
all right. Are you going to move at all, or are you staying where you are?
I am not intending to move.
That would be a wisdom check to overcome your fear if you're done at the end of the round.
I am done.
All right. What do you got?
Bonus actions. New dice. There we go.
20. Look at that plus, and you failed somehow before.
I rolled a 6.
The moon goddess, you can hear her whispering in here. Not one of these messengers, not the sword of Sahanine. Sahanine herself, it feels like, is whispering to you, and you just overcome this fear. And maybe it's because the fear is being generated by her sister's minion. You overcome that fear. Are you done?
Yeah. As the fear shakes, I go. Through every day, there's a shadow, but light always comes through. And I will become a dominant. That is all I do.
All right.
Clearly, you've been padawaning with Aurelius on your wordsmithing.
As in the moment, not my best.
Yours is a little better than yours is better than the metagame.
Yeah, I was going to say, and the student has become the master.
Yeah,
because the 6 is not that much better than rolling a 3, is all I'm going to say.
Aurelius is all our metagame taunts, which are the lamest of all. All right, Rage 5 has gone through, and now we are on Drell's turn.
Drell steps towards the fire, not caring, and launches an attack with all due bonuses and benefits with the Radiant Axe of Sahanine.
He's going to be close to going down. You finish him. Hits. 17 hits.
17?
Yeah, that would hit.
17.
So that's 29 damage with a
29.
I wonder why your -5 is not working, but you got a 17, so that is.
Oh, it didn't. Yeah.
For some reason, your damage is working it, but for some because I can see.
I think I keep clicking on the attack and then clicking on the divine. The great weapon's been engaged the whole time. I don't know.
It's all right. It's working. We can figure it out. Math isn't that hard. But so it takes 29 damage from you.
Yes, 29.
Speak for yourself.
How's he doing?
He is barely standing. I get it. Barely.
He's barely standing. None of you are covering yourselves in verbal glory tonight.
Like Father.
All right, here we go. Do it.
Example.
Do it.
Ooh,
My grammar sucks.
14.
14, unfortunately for Bear Boy, I believe hits him. He is like in the picture. In the picture, he just has paint on. He just has war paint, which apparently isn't doing anything for him. So he is going to take. He goes down. You cleave him right through the. Just because things are crowded here, I'm going to move the body out, but is laying on the ground, spilling blood everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
You move
that was
5
1.
feet. Don't end up where you are.
2, 3. Okay, so work with me here. Now I've moved 1, right?
You've only moved 1 square, correct?
5 feet.
So that's 10.
You got 7 squares left.
15, 20, 25.
You can't
30,
move through an enemy
35.
square.
I can't move through enemy. I thought I could move through.
No, you cannot, unless they are. The rule is you can only move through an enemy token if they're 2 sizes smaller than you or 2 sizes bigger than you.
Well, this is a waste of my extra bonus attack.
All right. Well, what I will let you do, which will be daring, is you can jump onto the single. See that single piece of wood there?
Yes.
You can move onto that single piece of wood if you would like, but each round you have to make a athletics roll of DC 15 to not fall into the water.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So let's make your DC 15 check right now. Athletics check.
Ew.
You are fine, so you're good. Do you have any? You have one. No, you don't have any swings. You do have a free swing.
My bonus
from killing them. That's right.
Swing.
All right.
For killing.
And that was the one that Nam put 2 arrows in. The one right in front of you.
Oh, good. I am going to be
not that you couldn't attack either
attacking. And I am not going to great weapon master this one.
Okay.
Good thing.
These guys aren't that tough. Let me double check their AC. Yeah, that's going to hit him. So do your damage on the shadow pack creature in front of you. That is 8 damage. That is one of the least impressive damage. I didn't even know you could do that little damage.
I do 10.
Actually, it's 10 damage. It's 10 damage. You can't do that little.
But that's still ridiculous.
I minus his armor class and knocked it down to 1 by accident.
You're in Blade Singer range with that kind of damage.
Ugh. It's crazy.
That's semi-embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I'm count me semi-embarrassed.
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. Before Cal goes, who's next on the hit parade? You hear a roar come from the same place as that savage howl came. And you hear, come on, my minions, do what you do best. And they all move. So everybody within every, no, it's not every ally. So
Aurelius knows no fear. The dragon didn't scare me. Your little wolfy howl didn't scare me. I'm gonna take this guy by myself. Let's go.
yeah.
Problem is, they don't hit you; they just hit us instead.
That's why I don't know any fear.
Mostly, not because of you, because he gets started trying to hit you. Granted, I do the same thing, so I can't really.
That's right. I stand behind everybody else going, yeah, watch what my friend's going to do to you.
I'm playing a ranged character with great ACs. It's like, I'd be so good if you're hitting me instead, but I'm not there.
Fireball.
All right, so with that, the two shadow beasts on the wooden planks fighting Nam and Drell get to attack, get a free attack as the reaction with advantage. So one is going to attack Drell and one is going to attack Nam. So the first one is going to take a. Let's do bite. Just seems cooler. He's going to bite at Nam with advantage.
That seems cooler. Going for the little guy seems.
That
cooler.
is going to miss. Well, the bite seems cooler than the claws, is what I was into.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, I already don't like those dice. Changing them while we can. All right, and then we'll try with the bite at Drell with advantage. 17 is still not going to hit you.
That is not quite going to do it.
Not good enough.
So that is that maneuver, and now it is Cal's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick up my entrails and lie
Yeah,
myself
please
out
mark
here.
your token. Please mark your token as bleeding with a little red dot.
Yeah, sorry.
The DM likes to smell
You
blood.
can rip a potion
I will
off
mark
me
it for you if you can't.
If you're right next to me, you can rip a potion off me as part of your move action. And
So you're gonna. How high are you off the ground after you fly out of there?
Well, how high can I go? What's the height of the ceiling down here?
The ceiling is 15 feet from the upper level, so and which is 10 feet from the water. So 25 feet from the water, you can go.
I'm just going to go another 5-10 feet up and just hover above this trench here.
All right. So how far are you from the ceiling? Let's put it that way.
Say about 10 feet from the ceiling.
All right.
So
So you're only 5. So you're 15 feet off the water then.
Yeah.
Okay. Which
then,
basically puts you about 5 feet off the ground, the upper level of ground.
how's the superior healing potion work?
Awesome.
It is in the handy dandy player handouts on the bottom. Joe might have it memorized because he's good for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Joe, you're good for that kind of stuff. How does it work?
Ready? Hold on.
See if I can beat him.
You guys can see my
Superior healing potion is 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
I believe that's 500 gold of healing goodness.
yes it is.
I'm gonna
But
use
it's so worth it.
that.
8d4
I'm going to
plus
take
8
my
is worth it.
superior healing potion.
It averages 25 hit points. It's worth
All
it.
right, so you need to roll 2 sets of 44 because it won't let you roll 8, unfortunately. So 2 sets of 44 plus 8.
2 sets of 44.
As an action, you glug your potion. Glug, 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 glug. It's a red potion with much golden glitter in it. But less so after you drink it all.
Roll number 1.
Roll it again. So it's 11 plus.
That's a good roll. Well, actually, it's about it.
You're 19 already. So that is.
Oh, there you go. 22, 30.
30.
So I got
Nice.
30 hit
30,
points
all right.
back.
So I got 30 hit points back. Woohoo!
Don't you feel better now?
And then you
spent 500 gold?
smash the vial into the rocks below like a
And you go,
somebody celebrating a
huzzah!
wedding.
That's
Wait, would you
big.
take the bloodied marker off your character, please? Because I feel better about that.
What's
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Players
Yeah,
don't
take-
like to smell our own blood.
That's it.
And
How disappointing that is. Yeah,
As the healer,
once you
I
put your
feel a
hit
lot
points up, your tokens doesn't seem to be
working
showing
on
your
it.
hit points yet. But
Hang on. Sorry.
but are you? So I assume you're done, right?
Yes. So I got 30 hit points back. I'm at 38.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Done for the time.
You ready for this?
No.
Not really.
All right, Aurelius, you're the only person that sees this where you're standing.
Uh-oh.
The bookcase to the lower part of the map or the west opens up like a door,
I knew it. I knew he's coming there. Bastard.
and shadow pours through.
Ready for shadow.
Don't worry. That's next round's problem.
So ready for
And
Even with terrible
engulfs
verbiage,
you.
I am correct about light triumphant shadow.
So you were engulfed by shadow.
For my
Uh-oh.
virus.
And
Engulfed. That doesn't sound good.
all right, let's roll some good rolls here.
it.
You hear close by in your ear.
I'm sorry, what?
The breath is heavy and hot on you.
Sorry, what was that?
It breathes down from above.
I felt
And
a
you
chill.
hear-
Ooh, I feel better now. Ooh. I whip my sword up.
Third,
I mean, I have armor.
third John Darkness Monster.
I'm just so smart. I'm going to dodge every attack you throw at me. Watch this.
Your whining is duly noted.
Mhm.
You are dealing with the Shadow Queen. So I don't
I'm
have to
saying
tell
I'm gonna
you.
handle it. That's why I'm
I'm sorry.
prepared for it. It's just
Did you
fun.
say-
What's the third one? I've had two, right?
Wait, did you say
You've
queen?
had two.
or-
This is the third one right here.
No, so I had the dragon in this one. What's the other one?
Uh,
The demon,
recall.
demon door.
Oh, the demon.
Since I've been playing, which has only been like 2 months. Is what I want to say. Yeah, it's 3.
Well, you know,
And then every other campaign as
All
well.
So did you say
All
queen
right.
or ween? Because I thought you said
You
ween.
you hear as you whine to the gods, you hear in your ear, Aurelius Drake, the wizard, the blade singer of Sassel. Don't you fancy some unfortunate? What's her name? Oh, that's right, Jalila. Pity that's not going to work out on account of you being dead and all. And then,
Glad you know my name and you've been watching me.
oh, I've been watching you.
I want you to watch me
And
one
he
more time.
is going to lash out with advantage.
Don't make me bring my staff out again, son. Break my staff over your sword.
That is going to hit. Would you like to shield?
Of course.
That is going to hit anyway.
So it's a 27.
Yes, a 27 it is.
Oof.
Okay.
You are going to get hit mightily. Where's this little bad boy? Here it is. That is, collect all my dice for this. You feel something metal slash into you, across your chest, and you take You take 25 plus 7, is it? Yeah, 25. You take 32 points of damage. And blood comes flaying out of the dark, splattering on the walls. Roll me a constitution save to see if you can stop from yelling.
What was the total damage?
32.
32.
It was two different types. It was magical slashing, which I'm not sure matters. And there was, you felt your life sucked away from you with the 4 points there, like necrotic type.
I did 32 points of slashing damage. One day I might do more, but I'm not sure what it would do to you. All right, thanks.
Well, he's going to try right now with his second swing with advantage. So let's see what happens.
Oh.
I only got an 18 on con. How'd that do? Sorry, I didn't fail.
You can stifle your scream. All right, so that's a 28 to hit. So that's going to get through your shield again.
Are you rolling this on your own? Why is it not pulling on D20? All right,
It's on this. It's in the chat.
No, it's not. Not for
Yeah,
us.
there's a 16 and 11.
Nope.
Not for us.
Did you
We
not
see
the-
nothing. You must be whispering to yourself.
I don't have it hidden or anything that I know of.
Anyway, so you hit me again.
Yeah, so it rolled it. The dice are on the screen too. You don't see those either. Huh?
Nope.
I rolled a 16 and I rolled this.
Hit you. And hit
I
you.
rolled a 16. I rolled a 16 and 11, and on the first one I rolled a 12 and 15.
Yep.
Seems like he at least has a plus 12.
Jesus.
So which is close to some of you guys.
Yeah, she
so
really is.
Oh, I'm bloodied already. Sorry. Don't maybe bring Drell in here, stupid shadow guy.
So you're going to take. Do you see my damage rolls at all? Those dice?
No.
There's no rolls coming
Oh,
from
you don't see anything.
That's interesting. I'll have to see how I can fix that because I literally it's all over here. I don't know when they started hiding them.
We saw them
attacking
earlier
us?
before you changed colors.
As soon as you start attacking me, that's when it disappeared.
That's weird. Yeah, because it's all on my chat thing. That's weird. I don't know why it's. I'm not hiding. I don't even. I mean, I have my window popped out, my chat window, but it's been popped out the whole time. So that's really weird. I'm not clicking because unfortunately this monster is from the Expanded Monster Manual 2. So I have to roll the dice separately.
So that sounds like Tasha's for DMs. Go ahead.
It is not Tasha's for DM. Well, I modified him with my own Tasha rules because I'm fighting a Tasha character. So he unfortunately I think you're unconscious. You are going to take.
So a lot of these abilities are going to go away when he faces me because I'm just a player character. I mean,
exactly. You take 30 points. You take 30 points of damage, Aurelia.
All right. Well, so that downs me. I'm down to 0.
All right. You hear from the darkness. Well, one down. And you see Aurelius fly out of the shadow and crash down on the ground in the water for one failed death save.
Jesus.
And that is that guy's turn.
Sure.
Situation going on here. This guy can remove because he's dead.
You take the flaming spear off too. That's gone.
Oh, okay.
I guess he's not dancing anymore either.
No, his dancing is gone as well for now. And that brings us to the wolves.
And I'm not taunting anymore. I can't taunt. That's the worst part.
Where's my shadow? Oh, here they are. Okay. All right. So it's the Shadow Pack's turn. There's the one on Drell, and they don't have any advantage or anything now. The
mine does because I recklessly attacked him.
Okay, he's going to take a bite at you. And a 20 will hit you, correct?
Yep.
So you're going to take 3 whopping points of piercing damage, which is only 1 point of piercing damage, but you do need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, you say?
I do say that. And then while you're doing that, he's going to slash out with his claws with advantage because you recklessly attack. Those.
I got a 10. I am going to use my reroll for this particular rage.
Okay.
I got a 26.
So you are not affected by the lycanthropy. He does claw you, hit you with a claw with 18, which is for 8 slashing, which is going to be 4 damage because your armor class
I'm a 19. I'm a 19.
Shows on your token.
Oh no, you're right. Where did it? Okay, yeah, no, you're right. That's what it says.
So he gets you for 4 more points of damage.
Yeah.
Then the one on Namfoodle.
Why did I think I was a 9? Doesn't matter.
We can double check the math later, but right now it says you. So he attacked without advantage. He attacks Nam. This will just be the first roll on these. That's going to be
no, it's not advantage.
A hit with the bite and a miss with the claws. So he's just he'll do 10 to Nam. All right. And that brings us to. All right. So a little bit of other action happening here. I'm switching all these shadow beasts to the token layer. They can join in the fun.
Guy's hitting for 60 plus points of damage. So get used to that.
He has advantage as well too. We'll see what happens.
He's got advantage and at least plus 12. So
advantage is going to go away, but
plus 12 doesn't make much of a difference.
All right, so this wolf,
the odds on me right now.
Wolf jumps down here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bamps up onto the ledge with you, Azrael, and is going to take a couple shots at you. Actually, yeah, because the sphere's gone now, so he can vamp up there because the firewall doesn't actually produce any light, which is weird, but it does not.
Not producing any light, no.
Yeah. So he's going to take a bite attack at you're like a 22 or something, right?
I am a 22, indeed.
Claw. So neither of those are going to hit you. Scrapes off all your armor. He's all like, and then his buddy jumps down too and joins him, does the same thing, bamps up next to you. And he is going to bite at you as well and claw. And those should both be misses. These guys aren't particularly insane, unlike their master. And they claw away at you for the 15 and a 15, nothing getting through your armor. And then the last dude goes 1, 2, comes out on the bridge and then bamps opposite Nam and attacks with advantage with his bite.
Jeez.
On Nam. That is going to miss Nam with his bite. And going to miss Nam again with his claws. These guys are, again, they're scary and shadowy, but they just aren't very good at making contact with you. And then
we're not seeing your dice now, but we are seeing the rolls. So that's good.
Right.
Must just be when you attack Joe.
I'll play around. Well, you're seeing my rolls because I'm clicking off the character sheets, whereas the other ones I'm not clicking off the character sheets. I have to click straight dice so for some reason my dice are hidden. So I'll have to figure out how to unhide them at some point, but not tonight.
No.
I like to hear the fear in Joe's voice.
Well,
there was fear. By the way, right now there's no fear. Right now there's
right now there's just a numb nothingness, which is blessedly quiet. Sit there and pet your cat.
My cat's loving this.
Right, this you see another one of these guys runs out from the shadow, another one of these shadow guys, and then bamps down next to you, Cal, but he's used all his movement, so he can't do anything yet.
Cal's flying.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's into the water.
Well, unlike Cal, I've declared my movement, so I'm going to stick with it. So he splashes down into the water, bam, slamming into the water, but unfortunately that doesn't hurt him. That doesn't hurt him.
The new guy.
1, 2. You're not new anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't have 25 years of doing this. 50 years.
9.
Whatever.
All right, where's this guy gonna go? 9.
Damn it! What was the peasant's name?
This guy's at the.
What was Greg's peasant character's name from like 100 years ago?
Oh, Simeon.
Simeon. Yeah, he says otherwise.
That's right.
This guy's going to bamf back here too. He can't get to you, but they're all like crowding on the bridge. It looks like a good horror movie action going on there. All right, so that's those guys. So now we get to
the dead bear.
The werebear's dead. Dancing is gone. I'm just going to set that at 0 for now. There's no dancing. Flaming sphere is gone. Setting that at 0. Aurelius, we will need a death save from you, sir.
I roll a 1. I'm dead.
Don't roll a 1. Don't do it.
Death save. I forget what these are. It's been so long. I've had to make one of these. All right.
Don't taunt your character sheet, man. You're begging for a 1. Oh, it was right there for a second.
That's success because I fight death. What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
Stupid DM.
All right. It's Nampoodle's turn. He's going to work on the
Shoot your healing arrow.
He's going to work on the one you guys have been working on together. And he does not have a healing arrow. Oh, those are cool, though. I think those existed one time in one of my campaigns. He's going to shoot on the... You guys are just crowded on this bridge. He's going to shoot at the one in front of Drell, trying to make room for Drell. So maybe Drell can fight without having to stand on a thing. So he's going to fire. Does he have anything he can do exciting? Maybe he can. He might be able to do a bursting arrow or could do a banishing arrow, but he can't see that guy. Maybe I'll save that for the big guy when he can see him. Hoping that he'll hope Azrael is going to take down that darkness. So he is going to fire with disadvantage twice. Doesn't seem, unless he rolls a 1, I think. So Nam fires twice. A 12 is going to hit, and a 25 is easily going to hit. So he does 21 points of damage. This guy is severely bloodied now, but still kicking. Didn't quite finish him off. He's more like oozing shadow than bloody. We're going to call him bloody. And that was Nam's turn. And after Nam's turn,
Doesn't the hawk burn up?
My owl Pancho, he doesn't. He dies only if I die or he gets killed. So he's a spirit form. So unless I get another roll of 1 or fail a couple more death saves, he'll be around.
fortunately, he can't really get to him. So you get another command from Khassan in the shadows. All right, my pack, do what you do. So 3 of them are going to strike. We're going to take 1 on Azrael with advantage. So 1 fight with advantage on Azrael.
I'm going to say no to that and make it straight up.
It missed, but you can do that if you want.
Yeah. It's fine.
So it's the same roll, but it's the 8 instead of the 15.
Yeah.
And then there's
one
one on Drell with a bite with advantage. That will hit with sort of 7 piercing. So you take 3 piercing, Drell.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 on Nam with a bite with advantage. And he's going to hit Nam for 10 too. Nam is in trouble.
Don't talk to me about trouble. I'm in the
Nam is bloody,
bleeding out. And Nam's in trouble,
huh?
Hope he's okay.
That was unfortunately all of his actions for that. So that brings us to your owl, who you cannot communicate with. He flies down and tries to resuscitate you, but he technically can't do that. So.
Yeah. Can't do anything. That's right.
He's like screaming at Cal. And he's like,
but you're in there, rips out a healing potion.
Calling at his buddy guy. That brings us to Yurnev. Yurnev pulls himself from the water, pulls his axe out, and goes, Yurnev not done, Khassan. New plan, bear folk. We fight with Chosen. Top of his lungs.
Sadly, the rest of them have already run away.
Necessary.
And you hear all of the bear folk who had retreated back to their bedding cave start clang. They all seem to have battle axes and warhammers. They're like clanging together, clang. And Yurnev is going to he doesn't want to wade as brave as he sounds. He doesn't want to wade into the shadows. You guys, by the way, because the way the shadows moved, and because it's your 3rd time fighting such a creature, you know exactly how to target them. You just have disadvantage, but you don't have to guess because you know how it moves based on the center. Yurnev is going to do. Actually, Yurnev can climb. He's a bear. So Yurnev is going to. Where's my buddy Yurnev? So many sheets here. I don't know where he is. There he is. Yurnev goes. 1, 2, 3. Climbs up here. And drops onto the landing of this thing and starts going house on these. Luckily, his attacks do count as magic, so that's a bonus. So he is going to go house. Unfortunately, not so much for the bear folk, but he does. So he's going to go house on this guy. So his first swing, he's going to attack. He's only got the one guy he can attack right now. He does not have advantage. He's going to attack. He's going to attack. And he's going to attack. So I'm just going to do all 3 of them. And he is going to do, he hits, and hits. And he's going to do 35, 40, 54 damage. He bloodies this one right in front of him.
Cool. Thanks.
Nam, see what he did do that.
He is pretty beaten up himself, but
You werebear.
Seems all right.
You werebear. How come you can't be more like the werebear?
It is now. Right, we've gone through 4 rounds of wall of fire. Oh, did you? I need a. I did hit you, right, Azrael?
Nope.
Oh no, I didn't. That's right, because you ended up using it, but you didn't need it. I can't hit you, man. All right, it's your turn, Azrael.
Okay. I am going to
So
use
many
my
choices.
last Channel Divinity, and I am going to do a Radiance of the Dawn, which you can read. It has a 30-foot
Is that
radius.
the daylight spell, or is that the different? Oh, no,
Not
that's
daylight,
the other thing.
But it
Yep.
will banish any magical darkness
Yep.
within 30 feet.
I am fully aware of your awesome power. All right, let me do a little roll 20 magic here.
I will roll up the damage, and when I do the spell, it should have all the.
So it banishes it, right?
It banishes it, indeed.
What am I moving?
Well, hi, dice.
It's average.
Okay.
Take it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been maxing it the past like 2 times, which has been just crazy lucky. So
I think it heals all allies within 60 feet too.
no, that's what the healing word next is for.
Roll 20 does need to fix one thing. These doors that you can add in, unfortunately, no matter what level you're on, you can click on them. So when you try to move your token, it moves the doors, which is annoying. All right, let's get this darkness. All right, I'm going to describe. So here is Khassan. So I'm going to describe him and show you a picture of the Shadow Moon Werewolf himself. So, Khassan, can I do this for this player? That's annoying. All right, let's try it again. All right, here we go. So this is the Shadow Moon Werewolf.
Ooh, he's spooky.
He is dark. His veins are all coming out black underneath his grayish black skin. He's large, obviously. He's wearing
Steroids, anyone?
He's wearing like this strap leathers and chains across him, not particularly looking like he's got any armor, but his skin looks like it's almost like stone. He does have in his upper part of where the straps meet, there's this like they almost look like talons of metal clasping a crimson gem with a shadow floating inside it that looks like this.
Well, we'll be breaking.
And that is this is shadow floating inside of the gem. He wields, carried in his hands, basically wielding it in one hand, sometimes two. This looks like maybe what he smacked Aurelius upside the head with is this black iron battle axe.
Ooh.
And it's got like these horns looking like they're coming out. It looks very demonic, but I'm sure it's fine to wield. And it has like almost like a skull deep inside the sides of it, like look like buried within the shadows of it. It's like this black metallic with raised polished silver edges and kind of craters, almost like moon craters, but like a dark moon.
Like the dark side of the moon
coming out of the top of it. And
it's a good album.
Great ass.
And the last thing you notice is he turns. Actually, Cal, you probably noticed this because he's looking around to he's staring at Azrael, most likely because Azrael is a servant of his.
I'm holding my one-liner.
Yeah, his goddess's sister and arch nemesis. And when he turns, you see tattooed on his gray back in black is this symbol here.
I love you, Mama. Oh, that's what it
The
says.
mark of the Raven Queen on his back.
Mama's boy.
And as you cast that, he says, unless you want to speak first.
As I cast that and I hold my symbol of Sehanine aloft, I will say, creature who hides in the shadows, you hold no power here, as I reach it aloft.
That'll show him.
I'll show all the creatures of the shadow.
He responds and he says, behind that mask, you must be one of those true believers. The sickening sweet stench of Sehanine befouls the air around you. No judgment here, though. If that false goddess were my patron, I'd hide my face too.
You want to see what's behind the mask?
The deep south.
Yeah, interestingly, you don't know where this accent is coming
from. The south
but
of the desert.
He is Matthew McConaughey in wolf form. So.
Okay.
All right.
So that is his turn. Next on the hit.
Well,
no, are you done?
Did you do all the damage?
All my damage. I did a lot of stuff,
man.
Oh yeah. I was too excited about describing. Wait, it's all right. So he takes 19 radiant damage. Is that what it takes?
Okay, everybody within a 30-foot radius of me. So let's see. That's going to be
Oh, nice.
Do-do-do-do.
Nice. Very nice.
Do-do-do-do. Everybody's to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15, or take 19 radiant damage, or half on a successful save. I also still have a bonus action left.
All right.
I will do it right now for
Hakan.
the sake of time.
Hakan has to make a con save. Look at that.
I'll wait till you do all the rolls.
Tom.
All right, Hakan, you will not see his roll as we determined, but I will not lie to you because it is all going to be on. Well, actually, it's not really on a recording. He ends up with a 3, which with his plus is not going to make it. So he takes
19.
Is he blinded too? Did you say or no?
No, it's just radiant damage.
Actually, he dies instantly. He has to catch that spell.
Yeah, isn't there like a vulnerability to radiant damage?
Perhaps if it was a shadow god, he'd be blinded. So he takes 19 damage.
19 radiant damage.
Burns him. So that he said that line after because I forgot you need damage. He looks at you in the mask and then drops his cool line, which I've already said. You dropped your line right before that as you burned him, and then so he's gonna. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shadow beasts. No,
if they
shadow beasts.
If they do a full cover from me, that is total cover.
The only one that has full cover from you is the one behind the post, I think.
Okay.
So let's do 5. I'm going to roll 5. They only have a con save. They have a +2. And I need, what's the DC on that? 15?
15. So you need 13.
I'm going to roll 5 d20s here that you won't be able to see because something's wrong with my system. And I got a 19, which will pass, a 5, which will fail, a 16, which will pass, and 2 15. So unfortunately, they all but one pass. So because I got 2 13s actually, which become 15 with the con save. So the one, we'll say the one closest to you, right in front of you, fails. That seems to make the most sense. So he takes 19. You burn away chunks of his shadow, and then the rest take 9. Is that correct? Or half of it?
They take rounding down 9. Wait, 9.
Burning away shadow around. The pale moonlight exudes from burns away these bastards.
And then
it doesn't quite kill that guy.
For my bonus action, I'm going to healing word Nam at 3rd level.
Nice. You do know that you can you see Aurelius down there? You did see him.
I cannot see Aurelius is the problem. I saw him flying, but I can't see him. Is the problem.
You did see him fly out of the thing, and you do hear Poncho hooting like a mad mother.
I can't get to him, unfortunately, is the problem.
Okay.
I'm locked in here, and I can't. I'd have to go by Hakan and then.
All right. So how much did Nam heal?
Nam got 11 back.
So Nam is no longer bloody.
I still can revivify him if he does. So.
All right. Now are you done, sir?
I am done.
All right. Do some Roll20 shenanigans here. All right, and you see the bear folk chieftain. It's going to get dicey on my. I have so many monster sheets open, but I have no one to blame but myself. So, but I'll try to blame somebody besides myself.
I recommend Russ. He's not here to defend himself.
Let's go with Russ. I don't even know if I can find all these sheets when I want to. All right. The bear chief comes running out. His movement is 40. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fortunately, there's not a lot of good places for him to get. So he goes, does not have any resistance. This is athletics. Oh my God, he's got insane athletics. So let's roll that. So he launches himself. He's double moving. And he launches himself off of the edge here, lands into a tuck roll. He is going to take half damage, but he takes a tuck roll and then goes. So he has 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he starts climbing up here. So that's 4. He's only got 2. So he's halfway up climbing up the ledge below you guys.
I can't see him.
You can't see the bear?
No. Can anybody else see him?
I can.
Yeah.
He's right. He's on. If you look in the shared map, he's right next to you, below you. He's a white bear.
No, I see nothing.
Try moving your token.
You're looking at the bad guy. Turn around behind you.
Oh, he's right there. Never mind.
Yeah, he jumped down into
He's
the water.
tiny. Why is he so tiny?
The bear folk are all medium sized like you.
Oh, okay.
They're not werebears. They're just bear folk.
Normal size, we call it.
And as he climbs, he's like,
Who are you to define normal? You're dead.
He goes, yes, he says, yes, we fight for Yurnev and for Chosen. We come for you. And he's climbing up the thing, and he took just gonna roll it real quick here. He took a D6, which I rolled a 2, so he took a whopping 1 point of damage because it's his roll. And then that is his turn, which brings us to Drell, so he's gone through 6 rounds of rage now.
Yeah.
And now it is your turn, sir.
Well,
this may be the most number of names and tokens I've had on an tracker.
I have to.
I think it's a record.
I have to stay on this board.
Yep, you got to make that roll.
I fall.
You're going to fall, but as I gave to, you can choose to do this or not.
Yeah.
As I gave to, you can make a dex save to see if you grab the board on the way down.
So that I'd be just dangling from the board?
Well, you can spend your movement to be basically your turn to get back into place. I would give you 1 attack instead of 2. If you make a good dex save.
Or I fall and I can keep. What happens if I fall?
Then you have to move and climb back up or attack something else. There is this one shadow creature on the ground
that damage from fall and keeping your rage going.
Right, but I'm not going to have a hard trouble with that. Okay, sorry, Nam. So I fall. Now what? Do I take damage?
So you take it's 1d6 damage, which you get to have because you're raging.
Yeah. So tell me what I'm doing.
You can't see my die, but it's a 4, so you take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then
Great job.
and then you get to you didn't use any move yet.
5, 6.
So you can use all your movement, which you can climb back up, or you can just attack that guy. Sure.
I'm right.
You also see Aurelius bleeding out on the ground.
Yeah, but I gotta. Oh, I took damage, huh? Okay.
Yeah, you're fine for rage because you hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, but sorry. I have this thing. I against my brother. I and my brother against our cousin. I and my brother and our cousin against the Sultan. So there's somebody to fight. So
you have done me a favor. If Aurelius dies, I no longer feel bad. You can feel bad.
No, it's all me. And
I am not that I was really feeling bad anyway, but now I definitely don't have to feel bad.
No, I'm recklessly attacking.
All right, fire away. So you've dropped down into the water, charged to the south, and are engaging the shadow creature that tried to teleport and attack Cal and missed horribly. That's going to hit him?
That's a 15. It's not subtracting still.
Oh, so you're doing great weapon?
Yeah.
Well, I'll figure it out later, but go ahead and do your...
Is that a 15 hit?
Yeah, 15 is going to hit. These guys are pretty easy to hit. So you're going to do 33 damage to this 33. Guy. And then you get to swing again.
Yeah.
This time you won't have your divine damage.
No divine fury. Uh, 19.
You're minus. Oh yeah, because you're recklessly attacking. So 19 does hit. Yep, I was looking at the low number for some reason. And you are going to do 22. This guy is bloodied, instantly bloodied, but he is still standing. Your moon axe arcs through him, slashing through shadow and some sort of substances there too. They're not just purely shadow. Are you done, sir?
I am done.
All right, it is Cal's turn.
All right, well, floating
Cal,
out.
you are flying above this action below you where the Drell is fighting. You also can see Poncho flapping around and clawing at his poor fallen master that you are hovering above. You also see Khassan standing in the doorway, looking a little pissed at Ezreal. And you see all the fighting on that little slab of bridge. And you see Ezreal pinned up against his own wall of fire.
I'm right here, Khassan. Afraid of a little light?
floating
wildfire's a little
above the battle.
Yeah,
I have a look of serenity on my face as if I'm trying to heal myself. And as Aurelius's lifeless body comes flying out of the darkness, one eye cracks open, and I mutter, "Crap."
Oh, you were doing that thing where you're hovering with one leg kind of bent at the
Yes,
knee
I'm doing the
and your hands together.
Oh yeah.
little
Holding your staff, like holding your staff.
myself. So in the middle of
That's
that, I
pretty
see his
cool.
lifeless body, and I say, "God damn it!"
That is funny. His body comes flying by, and you just crack a line.
So I'm going to fly
Very well
down
done.
15 feet and then move over. What sort of potions do I see on him?
I have a whole bandolier of potions, of healing potions. One was one like you just took, and a whole bunch of little ones.
I grab the one that looks like it's superior, pour it down his gullet.
You can tell. You can
Is
easily
that an
tell
action or a
because
bonus action?
it's an action to pour the potion. You can easily tell which potion is more powerful because it has more gold in it in the red.
And seeing as I just took one, I dumped that one into his.
Yeah. Plus, Indrizzle labels them for you.
So do I roll for him or does he roll for himself? Oh,
That doesn't matter to me. He can roll for himself. Fine.
27. Plus
Yeah.
nine-
So
plus
20,
eight, so 20,
26,
19,
right?
26. Yeah.
26.
All right.
26. Poof. Aurelius pops up. Woo!
No, I'm still on the ground. I'm still on the ground. I don't my eyes.
Well, your eyes pop. Your
He's
eyes pop
playing
open.
dead. He's
I
playing
I
dead.
don't get to do anything until I.
And then to continue my motion, I'm going to grab him and lift him up out of the pit and place us away from danger.
You're not very strong. So you can move it. You can try to move it half movement with them.
Well, that should be fine. It's only 10 feet up, right?
Okay. So you still how much movement do you have left?
Well, I only moved 15 to get down, so I should have 30 left.
Okay. So you
So
can
I'm
move
going to lift
15.
him up
You can move
10 feet up and then 5 feet over so that we are up here on this side of the cliff away from the killy guy.
Okay, well that's 10 feet over, not 5 feet over. So you'd still be you'd be 5 feet less right here. And then you'd have him with you.
Okay.
So
Is he up?
you're currently encumbered. So anything you do is going to be with disadvantage, just so you know.
Okay.
If you were like Drell, you could just throw him over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes, but you're not. All right.
Not everyone can be like Drell.
Are
Never
you
mind. No one else can be like Drell.
are you done, Cal?
I am done. Yes, that's my.
All right, here we go. You hear a massive roar as bear folk on parade start happening.
I loved that show.
These bear folk gladiators just keep
Jamboree,
tearing out.
Bear Folk Jamboree.
I really have run out of space of where to put this. That's probably.
That is the longest initiative tracker I've ever seen.
I know. That's why I think I broke a record.
I'm horribly. It's very demoralizing to see how low you go after you get your actions.
All right. These guys all have a 40 base movement too, so they're just going to go 16 as they all charge out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys all come launching past you guys. So they're like launching past you and hitting the ground. I'm going to take damage off of all of them as they smash into the ground. They don't seem to care.
Are they spinning dishes? What's that sound effect?
That's my family making noise.
They're all coming down the
The
spinning
Russian
dishes.
bears spinning the dishes.
Bouncing
They're
balls
doing.
on their
They're
nose.
dancing bears.
One of the bears on a ball rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Umbrella.
They'll have little bibs that say Clark's Trading Post on there.
All right. This horde of bears come up. They all jump off the ledge, hit the ground in various forms. I'll take damage off on it as I use them because I don't want to slow this down too much. and is cracking the ground. They got hammers and axes in their hands and just roaring, and they're all kind of hit. The ones that are hitting the wall are starting to scale the wall towards Hakan. And that brings us to Hakan himself.
Give me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
For Hakan.
That could be problematic for the man.
I know, right? I've been rolling really good today, so we'll see.
Oh, there he is. All right. Con wisdom save, not awesome. So you're gonna roll straight up roll. Get anything fantastic? He is going to fail with an 11 roll.
As he looks over to me, I say, "Be a good dog and stay." As he is now restrained.
He seems
What's
less.
the problem, Hakan? You afraid without your shadows?
As well, you've made my decision really easy. And he touches the gem, and shadows just pour out of it around him again. And let me check.
Yeah, I got a cure for that too, buddy.
But he's restrained. He's restrained. Just
restrained.
He is restrained, but he's
At the end of his turn, he can
shadow
repeat
again.
the save.
He does get to try to do the save again.
The whole turn
I'm
is
going
wasted. He can't move.
to that there. So he is in a shadow. Just to remind everybody, it all pours out around him. He's obviously in the center. I'm going to make. I forgot to roll this last round, so I'm going to roll 2. Well, you can't see these rolls anyway, but I will roll them 2d6. Looking for a 5 or 6. I did just get it. No, I didn't. I missed them both. That can't do that. And he, you says, gets a
Save at the end of his turn. Same thing. Repeat save.
save at the end of his turn. Really is nothing awesome. You just got to roll out of
Yeah.
the ass.
That's my last charge, by the way. I was saving that. just for-
Oh, that'll do it. He's like, and he says his classic line that you don't know is his classic line. All right, all right. And you can hear him rubbing his big clawy hands together. Maybe he must have leaned his axe up for a second because somehow he's doing it. All right. That brings us to his pets. There is one on Jesus Christ, how do I find it? So much going on. There they are. All right. They are going to take it. One's going. You recklessly attack the one on you, right, Joe?
I did.
Biting with advantage and clawing with advantage. Ooh, I almost had a 20. But I do get a 22 on the second one. So you take 6 slashing damage, which is 3 slashing damage to you.
Yeah.
That
Bad
is the
news,
one.
I'm bloodied.
That is the one on you. There are now 3 on Nam, and 2 of them have advantage. So we'll start with the. So we got a bite and a claw with advantage. The claw is going to hit him for 4. Then the guy behind him does a bite and a claw for advantage. And the claw is going to hit him for 5 from the guy behind. He's still not bloodied. And then the one diagonally just has a straight up attack with a bite and a claw on him. You'd think they'd have pack attack, but they don't. Well, actually, they may now. Now that I say that. They do have pack attack now, so he's going to have advantage too, actually. They're in the presence of their master. So that second one, though, even with advantage, that guy doesn't get either of his hits. His highest is a 14 and a 10, so they bounce off of Nam's chitinous armor, his chitinous half plate. And there are 2 on Azrael who have advantage now because they are within 30 feet of their master and see him.
Okay.
Actually, do they have to
I have no tricks left for reducing those.
See or hear, so they're good. He's in the shadows now. So, all right, so we're gonna bite with advantage and claw with advantage. all kinds of missing. Highest is 15 and 16. And the other one on you does the same thing. Can't roll to hit
One crit.
Azrael to save my. Oh, wait.
Two hits.
I get a crit and a 20. So I hit twice because I get a 22
All right, I'm
and a
going to make
crit.
my concentration checks for that really quick as well.
All right, so the damage is minimal. So you have 2 Constitution saves at 10, DC
All right.
10.
One make.
And second one, come on, we need no more Wall of Fire. That's just Wall of Fire is annoying.
Another make.
How disappointing. But you end up taking 12 whopping points of damage
All right, 12. Okay, I'll mark it off.
as they slash into you, tearing away at you. And there's one on there is one on Yurnev, but I'm not going to bother rolling the one on Yurnev because he can't hurt you, Yurnev. His claws are not magical. So he just slashes and fights Yurnev, but Yurnev just holds him at bay like a little brother. And that brings us to the Thunderstepper. So the dancing woman bear that's been doing the thunder steps, she is.
Which one is she? Can you ping her?
She hasn't come out yet, so you haven't seen her yet.
Was that's her, the white one that came across?
No, that was the
champ.
chief.
Oh, that's the
That's
chief.
the chief. I'm looking at what she's going to do now. That would be nice. It's not that awesome. She's going to have to just. Yeah, for the moment, she's just going to move. She's too far away to do it. So she's going to. She's got the same move. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she comes up. She'll follow her brethren. She comes up and steps up on the edge. You can probably see her now. Maybe Cal. Oh, she's kind of behind a pillar for you, so you might.
Okay.
And she had to use double movement to get there. She has this war flute that she's got in one hand, and she comes river dancing across the. She reminds you of a much heavier footed version of Aurelius. She river dances her way across. Speaking of that, we are at Aurelius.
Much better looking.
All right.
Aurelius, you are currently floating in the air, just right at the edge, at the right height for the edge, but still at the edge of the platform there, in the arms of Cal, who is struggling with your cumbersome.
Do I think this guy could just leap over these guys and come to it?
He
these
might be able to make that leap across.
All right. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to start dancing again, keep my concentration up. Second is I'm going to drop a sickening radiance. It's got a 30-foot radius, and we're going to drop it right here. Boom.
So is it?
Oh,
Is it going to hit all those bears too?
Well, I'm going to try and put it back far enough where it can't. So it's going to go right to there.
Well, I think if you're trying to avoid the bears, you're probably only going to hit the Harkon.
So I can drop it right there. I can drop it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right where my arrow is.
Yep.
It's a 3-foot radius there. It goes around corners and everything else. It's going to miss everybody here. It will get this guy.
Okay. You can get the one guy.
It will miss that.
Yeah. So it's going to get the one guy and
one guy and this.
So what does that bad boy do?
Well, here, let me just put it up here because I think that's worth reading. So first, it's going to be a 30-foot radius. It goes around corner and lasts the spell ends. When a creature moves to the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, take 4d10 radiant damage, and suffer 1 level of exhaustion. And emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. So nothing happens right now. It happens on their turn. And let's see if that does anything to them. Hopefully, we can do some good. All right, and I'm going to start dancing again. So that's
get a template. It's 20-foot radius template. You said
30-foot.
30-foot radius.
Yeah. And that is going to be my bonus action, and then I'm being held, so I really can't do much unless I jump down. And so I'm going to choose not to jump down, and I'm going to thank Al for saving my life. and say, "Bring us to the far side."
It's like a sickening circle, you said?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius. It goes, and it's everything at 30. And so from here, it's oops, sorry, my arrow's gone. It's everything from 30 feet from this square. And it just misses, my friends.
Jeez.
Like the Gary
Yeah,
Larson
corners.
first thing.
Yeah, but everything off the map and going down 30 feet this way. So if you want to center it right there.
This might be a little big. But
Yeah.
I don't see how it can. You see, if you do it, it can't really hit anybody except for him without hitting other people.
You tell me, because as I said, I'm just measuring 30 feet from that point, from here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it based on a real circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like it would hit.
Okay, well then it just hits him. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I don't mind if it hits that one guy. But we'll put it here. I just can't place it down, so it actually does it physically.
That's all right. I mean, I can't.
Right.
You can see better than I can, and I'm gonna.
All right, so there we go. We'll move that to the back. There we go. All right. So that is your turn over?
That's it. I can dance. That's my action.
All right.
This action. I can't really move because I'm being held like a baby.
All right. As a legendary action, Khassan charges. 1, 2, 3. So he's got 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to launch himself in the air, and he's going to end up below you guys. But he's going to take he only gets one swing as he's flying through the air, and we'll see who it's going to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it doesn't have advantage or anything. Well, he is in the shadow. He's bringing the shadow with him, so he will technically have advantage. So the shadow comes flying through the air. His globe is flying out of your sickness. Oh, he can't attack when he does it. It's a legendary action. Never mind. He just goes flying by you and lands on the ground. All right. That was that.
Drill will take care of it.
So he's below you. The globe is below you, reaching up at the shadows are licking at your feet. Because you are 10 feet off the ground. He's 10 feet tall, so you're like right in base to base with him. So he could swing on his turn. Because that was 10 feet off the floor is off the ground, and he's 10 foot tall. So all right. So where are we on that thing? So that was after Relish 2. So now it's Nam Foodle's turn. Nam is going to try to finish off this one bloody guy. And then he's got an idea. So he is going to fire at the bloody guy. Actually, you know what he's going to do? First, he's going to fire at Khassan.
We've got it right where we want him, boys.
We got it right where we want.
He has disadvantage, but he's
under you. Pee! Pee!
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Cal marks his territory right on top.
That is going to hit. He hits Khassan with a vanishing arrow in the middle of the shadows.
Nice.
Nice.
So, and that is, we'll pop that up there.
So he never started his turn in that, so he doesn't take any exhaustion either, which sucks.
He shoots a vanishing arrow in there, which I wish on these special abilities they would just include the
Why would he
DC.
use vanishing? Why would he just wrap him up?
Well, can you make him go away? I mean, he could wrap him up. The wrapping up is not as big a deal, but he could do it.
All right. Well, you tell me.
It's just piercing damage, right?
It is I forget what it is because I'm not.
It's non-magical piercing damage.
Oh, is it? I don't know. Okay. Well, banish him then.
Because piercing doesn't do anything to him, right?
I don't know. I'm not a blades.
I'll throw it. I'll throw it up there, but I don't mind doing the grappling one. Bursting. Let's see it. Oh, here it is. Grasping arrow. I guess his arrows count as magical, so maybe it counts.
Is there? Yeah.
All of his arrows count as magical.
Yeah, but it's the after effect. It's not. It's poison damage, right?
Yeah. Is he immune to poison?
No. So he takes poison damage in the beginning, reduces by 10 feet, takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time each turn he moves. So it's straight up slashing damage.
Yeah, that probably isn't magic.
Creates grasping poisonous brambles. So they're just supposed to be brambles. They're not. Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's. So he does take he would take the poison damage. He's going to try to banish him. I'm just going to roll for him. It's a banishing is I got to do the damage too. It's a charisma check. This guy's charisma. It's not that insane. He doesn't seem to have. So far, he hasn't used any legendary saves, so he doesn't seem to have those going for him. Let's see what we roll here.
For that,
that is a whopping 8. So he is actually banished. He takes the damage.
Ooh.
So he unfortunately takes 7 points of damage.
That's unfair. That's two attacks
Buddy.
that I won't be able to put into him this round.
Yeah, but he can't do anything for a full round, including he's gone for all of his legendary actions too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and he could reach both those guys above him. So
yeah.
so that works out pretty good. And he's going to shoot his other arrow at the bloody guy right in front of him.
right now, Cal and Oric are acting like Scooby and Shaggy. Zoinks, let's get out of here.
Zoinks.
I think I'm Scooby because I'm in Shaggy's hands.
Oh, Scoob!
He will hit the. He has disadvantage, so I'll roll again.
Scooby is the dog guy. Old man werewolves chasing us down. Let's get out of here.
Look
he
at
will get
that.
Well, he doesn't
I
get the
reached down and
critical.
tried
He
to
doesn't
I
get
know,
the critical.
but it's
today,
nice to roll them.
But it kills him anyway, most likely. Let me just see what the damage was. Oh, I rolled the critical damage by accident. Let's get the other
Wait,
one.
Nam's
He does
still-
13. Yeah, he finishes this guy off. So the one that was diagonal to him on the planks is finished. So we'll move him off the map.
explodes in a fiery thing.
Yeah, he just kind of disappears. And there's this hunk of black flesh that just slaps to the ground in the water. But it doesn't even look fully humanoid, like fully formed. It's just weird. All right. And that was Namfoodle's turn as he fights for his life there. Your owl is flapping out of the darkness.
He's gonna flee over here, fly over here.
Yeah,
Wait for everybody.
yeah, he'll go in the direction you tell him to go. And then it is Khassan would be slashing you, but unfortunately he's not in the same plane we are in. So it is the big guy's turn. Well, we can get rid of some of this stuff. There we go. That helps. There we go. Now we're getting some. There we go. So Urneb's going to slash out at this one with a great axe attack, hybrid form, attacks, and then I'm just going to swing because he's going to just move forward and keep swinging. I'm just going to do all his attacks and get him out of the way. He does not have advantage, so he's not going to get that crit, sadly.
I don't think he's going to need it.
Well, actually, he might have advantage because he kills the first one with the first swing, which is a 25 to hit and does 11. And it actually kills off that guy, and that allows him to actually advance before his second swing. So this guy's gone. Which
Nam,
then he does.
Nam's not.
Oh no, he doesn't have advantage. You're right, because Nam is a bow.
Yeah.
So he will just do the non+8. So he does 23 to that one, and then he hits again with a 23. So he takes 16 more off of that guy. And you guys can tell his axe is actually silvered, and his claws, those metal claws he wears, are actually silvered as well. And it looks like he might have silvered canines in his mouth. So he tears into those guys. Bodies go flying. Shadow goes flying. This guy is actually now bloodied in between him and Nan. And that is Azrael's turn. He's starting to take some people off the map. Azrael.
Casting daylight.
All right. So you're that's not a concentration spell?
Not a concentration spell. Just duration's 1 hour. Center it on this point right here. I'll just ping it, I guess. You can just do the 60. It's 60 feet bright, 60 feet dim if you want to do like a marker or something. Or you don't have to do like the giant halo thing you did last time. Just do like
Okay. Well, I need a light.
otherwise that's gonna be in the way of everybody seeing scrap.
You know what I'll do? I'll do a tiny light source and do it. So
Yeah,
it
just like a
is,
tiny light source, and you can just modify the radius on it and stuff.
I'll make it just a regular square and then do the radius. So where do you want this light?
So I want it right here.
Okay.
It can be like below your nev or above your nev in terms of how you want the height to be.
Well, let me
Sideways.
put and it's what's the bright radius on it?
60 feet bright and then 60 feet dim. That's my last 3-level spell.
Well, that'll help. That'll get rid of these guys teleporting around. So that's a good move.
Part of the thought.
So there you go. It should be working. Everybody seeing better? All right, I'm gonna move it.
Also,
to
it dispels any
shadow.
darkness.
That's true. And you can't even
Any
cast
dispels
shadow.
area overlaps with an area of darkness created by spell. Third level low
Yep.
spell is created as dispelled. Then dispelled. Damn.
Well, the interesting thing when the darkness goes away, you notice that the token is there, but Khan's not actually there.
Well, works for me though.
Damn fools! That's because Boom Diggle made him go away. All right.
That is my action. I can't cast again as a bonus action because can't do 2 spells in 1 round, so I am good.
Your I got to get your wall of fire is up to 5 rounds.
Boondiggle made him go bye-bye, I think was the line you were looking for there.
You might have said that. All right. Are you done, Azrael?
I am done.
Now that's a little infantile for Russ, though.
The problem now is the bear guy cannot go up into attack the shadow guy because there's this circle of death there.
Circle of Death is supposed to be doing damage to the guy that jumped out of it with legendary.
Yeah, it's not.
So he is going to.
I'm even more trapped right now.
Yeah, you are.
In a corner.
He launches himself from the wall, parkouring to the board with a 27.
Nice. Ooh.
And then he athletics checks again.
He's a bad news bear.
Thanks, Walter.
And he only gets a 17, which is still good enough to pull himself up. And he is now, and then he slides into this position, which is less precarious. Actually, no, he's going to stay balancing on this one. And he will only get 1 swing because he used all that stuff. So he is going to take, unfortunately, he can't hurt these guys. I don't think. And he actually has a bonus action. He just starts going, and he starts shaking, and you see his eyes kind of bug out, and his mouth starts frothing. And this reminds you a little bit of Drell, but even kind of more. He's frenzying, which for these guys is like raging and recklessly attacking all at once.
He's a barbarian too.
So he looks like he's going to be easier to hit, but he's also hitting easier. So he basically, I'm not going to bother rolling this because he can't actually hurt the shadow guy. He just starts slamming because he's not going to miss with raging. He just starts slamming his hammer. He's got like 2 attacks. He's got 3 attacks, and he's just like with battle axes slashing into this one shadow guy. Unfortunately, the shadow just keeps reforming around his axes. So it's more just for show than anything else, unfortunately. But he does kind of tie him up. So there's that. Your rage is now at round 7, Drell. It is your turn.
All right. Well, I am going to.
Now, Khan doesn't come back to the end of his turn, I don't think, on this one. So he loses his whole turn.
Recklessly attack this Jamoke in front of me.
Yep, the end of it's nice. You will hit him.
The 17. It's
17's going to easily hit him.
Yeah. Ugh.
25 still tears this shadow beast asunder, and he just falls into 2 lumping parts of black flesh as his shadow dissipates.
Okay. Hear me out.
Yes.
I have a bonus attack that I'm not going to be able to use, and I've got another attack. Would you let me drink a potion if I don't move?
Yes. Yes. You also know you can't hold, unfortunately, a bonus action or part of an attack, but you also know you have dealt with Nam enough to know the way his banishing arrow works. You know he's going to come back to this spot right here. right underneath those guys. And there's no shadow anymore. So, but all right. Yes, you can drink a potion. So go ahead and drink a potion.
Okay, I have one greater healing potion that I will now take.
Do you know what it does, or do you need me to look it up?
4d4 plus 4.
Somebody did their math. All right.
Somebody did their homework.
Cal.
4d4.
I did my homework. I listened to it.
Oh, that's a crappy roll.
Yeah, so
12.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cal?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my turn.
Yeah.
I look at Horik and I say, "How do you want to play this one?"
just get. I wouldn't want to be here when he's around because he's going to come back at the end of his turn. You can first of all just put me down on the edge so I can move, but then line yourself up where you can hit him and then get the heck out of dodge, disengage, and get away from him because he hits like a brick with like spikes, and it's really heavy.
So I'll move us up here to the ledge, over here, and put. Is that where you want to be? This side or the other side?
Either side, not the other side. I can't drop my spell until my turn, so we don't want to be in that gray that mist.
Okay.
But probably I was thinking, putting it, drop me like right here, or someplace.
Bring it.
This is the. I mean, is this edge right here, John, or is the edge here?
The edge is at the edge of Khassan's circle.
Okay, so yeah, I need to be here to be able to stand up.
Okay.
Right.
I can't fly.
You were 5 feet away from the edge where you were.
Oh, okay. So you can put me right above.
So I'm going to put him right there.
Okay.
So you go there.
Okay.
Go there.
So where are you putting him? Right there? Okay, yep, that works.
And then I'm going to position myself, I guess.
So he can still reach you there, just so you know, because he's 10 feet tall,
Yeah.
and you're in his reach.
Can't go till after he goes, so.
Right. I'm just saying.
And then I guess I'll hold my action until he reappears. So I'll move. Actually,
End of his
So
turn.
you can dump him as interacting with an object, and then
if I move myself to here, would that give me advantage on the attack?
If you sure, if you're the same height, let's say it is advantage. It's kind of weird because you're at the top of his and not through him because you're. No, it's not. It's not advantage because it's like you're both on the same side of the square. So no, it would not be advantage.
Both sides, huh? Okay.
So think of it as a cube, and you're both on the same side of the cube. If you drop down and went to the ground, then you would have advantage because you'd be through him. So as long as you're on the ground, you would have advantage.
In that case, I'll drop down to the ground then, which I should have plenty of movement for.
So now you have advantage because now it cuts through them instead of going across the top.
I'm going to hold my action to attack him when he reappears with my staff.
Okay, done.
And my bonus action. I'm sorry. My bonus action will be to disengage using a key point.
Well, you're not disengaging from anything, so you don't need to use that.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't move on your held action turn anyway. So you could dodge if you wanted to. If he swings that would still count.
Will I get an attack and then another attack when he reappears? Is that how it works?
So it's at the end of his.
No,
turn?
you get a single attack. You get your single attack action. So you get your 2 swings. You get a single action that you hold. So you don't get to use your bonus. But he could attack on you. Well, he can't attack on his round, but he has legendary actions. So if you dodge on your turn, you will be dodging all the way through to your turn again. But if you,
I'll use a key point to dodge.
Okay. So I think you're down to a couple key points now, right?
I have 3 left.
3. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You haven't used one since the last. All right. That is your turn. So now it's the bear folks' turn. I'm just going to move. So these guys run down, climb up the wall. They're getting like 1 swing each as they're swinging at these shadowy things. Unfortunately, as we've learned, they can't really affect them. This guy is over here climbing up, swinging at the one on the bridge. These guys, the This guy's going to climb up over here. The other three here, they see you readying an action, Cal, and they're kind of what's their intelligence, bear folk? Not so good. They're not very intelligent, so they're like at the bottom of the. They'll be able to help out once he re-shows up, but they're not smart enough to figure that out. And so they're at the bottom of this bridge, just yelling up, cheering on their compatriots. And that's
It hits the shan.
all the bear folk. They're just like a big, because they can't unfortunately hurt anybody, so they're more just milling about doing nothing. And then Khassan is going to will roll at the beginning of his turn. Gets anything back here. He does. He gets a 5, so that's good. It is his turn, but he doesn't get his turn. He shows up. He comes back. His turn is over, and Cal, you have your held action. So swing away twice at him.
With advantage, correct?
Yes.
Yes, with advantage because you're in the right position. Yep.
Swing
10 points.
A 27 will hit him. You hit him for 10.
2.
Go ahead and roll a second one.
Is that him barking as I hit him?
Yeah, that is him barking as you hit him. It's an ambiance. He is going to 20 is going to hit him as well. He doesn't seem to be as heavily armored as Yernev is, although his skin is tough, but not that tough. So he takes another 13 bludgeoning damage because of your magical quarterstaff. And that is your held action, which goes to the werewolf's turn. There is going to be, they all have pack attack bonuses. So they're going to try to take out Nam. So we've got Shadow Wolves all over Nam. Oh, there it is. So we got fighting with advantage and clawing with advantage from the one to the east. Ooh, it's going to be a critical on Nam, which only does 6 damage. And then the 19 is also going to hit him. So he's going to take 13 damage from that one. He has a 19 exactly. Minus 13. Nam is now bloodied again. The one to the south of him is going to take 2 advantage attacks as well. 22 is a high, so the bite hits him for 4. A 16 is a high for the claw and misses. So he takes another 4 damage. He's just getting wolf torn apart like you would see in a vicious movie. Pieces of blood's flying everywhere. His cloak is tattered. Luckily, he's got a new one coming. His blood is flying everywhere. And then there are 2 on Azrael they're ignoring the bear folk because they're not actually hurting him. So the 2 on Azrael attack with advantage. We had a critical, and then it turned into a 2. So that's not going to hurt. So 6 gonna miss. I cannot hit Ed. The second guy goes. I'm just not rolling high numbers. It looks like I had almost a 20 and almost a 19 rolled, and they both went away. So that's fantastic. There's another one that was almost. So nothing on Az. Must be the moon goddess protecting it. It's the only thing I can think of.
It's her night, man. Full moon.
Yeah, that's true. It is a full moon. You're absolutely correct. You must be protected by the full moon. All right. Before the Bear Thunderer goes, so I got a dodging guy, and you're not currently dancing, right?
I am dancing.
Let's get rid of Aurelius again. So he's going to use his legendary action to chop at Aurelius up there with his axe.
I am dodging. I mean, I'm dancing.
You are dancing. You went unconscious.
He danced. He started dancing after I lifted him up.
Oh, okay. You had a turn. I forgot you had a turn. Because you can only do that on your turn, right?
That's when I cast. I was in his arms when I cast a spell that is.
Right. I keep thinking you've been up for a while now. I forgot. Yeah, you were floating in the air. All that goodness. Yeah. All right.
That guy's still 10 feet down in the pit, isn't he?
He's 10 feet tall. So you think of it as a square. It's not super complicated. He's a 10-foot square, and there's a 5-foot square diagonally off of him, which means he's in his reach. Okay. It's just like any square adjacent to you. That's why you have to be down below him, because there's one square up here, one square down here, so you go through his big cube.
All right.
If he was 5 foot tall,
he has the higher ground.
No, he doesn't. But he has advantage because you've asked that question, which was disproved by MythBusters. You don't get any advantage for high ground. They actually did the whole
But he has
Star Wars
disadvantage for my having my cloak going.
He does not have disadvantage for you having his cloak. Who knows what? But he does not.
He just hates your character, Joe.
He does.
Well, if you can see in the darkness, then you don't need to use your eyes to see through illusions. So it's called blind sight.
Like blind vision. Okay, blind sight.
Yeah, blind sight. Yeah. So he's going to attack.
I'm also just joking. He could have anything. He's a big bad evil guy.
He is going to. What's your current AC? 22.
22.
He is going to hit.
I throw up a shield spell, make it 27.
It's kind of nice for you not to see the dice for that, with the way shield's supposed to work.
Yeah.
You block it with shield. His axe rings off your shield.
I find your
that was
edges,
cool.
Your axe is
bear
so
folk.
legendary. Drill, hit him, Drill, hit him hard.
It's actually the dancing bear lady's turn.
I got a ways to go.
No, you don't. Oh yeah, I know. To get to your turn, but you go before he does.
Yeah.
She can't really get into the action, which is kind of disappointing. So let's see what she can do.
I can give you a cynics to Cal and get advantage. Just chop for the.
She is going to begin singing a war song.
Am I advantage here?
Yes.
Okay.
She sets an inspiring rhythm with her dance as she dances to the edge there. So all friendly creatures within 60 feet of the bear folk have advantage on all saving throws against being charmed or frightened until she ends. So not that may come into play or not. It's one thing she can do that affects everybody and helps everybody.
Big thing with not having shadow up, we can flank this guy and just go to town on him.
All right, she is going to attempt to taunt with a bonus action. She's going to attempt as she's dancing. She's going to move over here so she can taunt Khassan properly. So you can see him better. She comes dancing over there, and she is growling and saying some sort of gurgling, strange comments to Khassan and trying to get his attention. So he's going to make a charisma save, which, as we know, is not insane for him. He's going to fail, so he has disadvantage on his attacks until the end of his turn, I believe. Let me double check that. Disadvantage on maybe saving throws too. Taunt. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls and saving throws. Till the bear folks' next turn. So all the way to her turn. So it's going to affect all his legendary actions. He has disadvantage on all his stuff, so that wasn't too bad. Your dancing, it's been one round of dancing we've determined. Flaming sphere, we can get rid of that for now. Aurelius, your turn.
All right. I would like to get a flaming sphere up. However, that would cause me to miss my attack.
You don't have your scimitar.
Oh, in that case,
when you go down, you drop your stuff. So
that's right. I don't.
It was in the middle of a shadow across the way. So.
That's right. I'm going to pull out. You know what? Screw it then. I'm going to pull out my staff and pull out another flaming sphere.
Luckily you were fighting with your scimitar, so your staff isn't open.
Yeah, so I'll pull out my staff as part of move action. I'm going to drop the flaming sphere here.
Now I need to just add that back that we just took away. That was silly.
Is that going to hurt? Why don't you leave Uranev a way to come at the wolf?
Oh, you know what?
Don't block Uranev's path.
You know what? I'm going to do something different.
Technically, I think I own him.
John, I'm going to do something different. Ready?
I did spare his life.
I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out the not my staff. Sorry, although that would be fun. I'm going to pull out my Trident of Yearning. I'm going to cast two very large, and I'm going to drop this thing right here. This you can get rid of the miasma there from my spell. And then the Trident of Yearning, I think I can. What's
Are you summoning toads?
I'm summoning toads. We're gonna eat these guys. We're gonna eat them.
How are you the coolest and just not the coolest character at the same time?
Right. Because you know what? I'm pretty sure I can summon them here and then you eat these two guys next to you.
I don't need them. Actually, well, they would be hit by the firewall probably. I'd have frog legs.
What's it called? Trident of Yearning Tides. And that is called. See, and if I hit this guy,
I think they go on a separate niche too, or something weird too with them. It's conjure animal, right?
It says to me summon beasts that can breathe water. So conjure animals, I think is what it is.
Well, it says conjure animal in the description. I just read it recently.
Yeah. Okay.
But it just has to have swim speed. We know that. So
yeah.
What's the CR on your toads?
CR is, I know we can get 2 of them. So let me pull up.
Yeah, it has its own turn. So we have to roll up a niche on it.
So roll that up.
What's you roll it? You got the sheet and everything. So
okay, here we go.
Hook me up with a dex or a niche roll.
Yeah, hold on a second, because I need to look them up here. They're gonna go just after me, apparently.
Don't you have a sheet you can pull out of your handouts for them?
I don't know if I have a sheet in my handouts.
You should have a toad token and a sheet.
I have a toad token.
If you click on it, doesn't it open to a sheet?
Oh yeah, it does. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, look at that.
DM's on the ball.
So that's it. So they're gonna go to 3, initiative 3.
So initiative 3. So I will add them into the turn thing.
Let's pull this up here. So I don't look at that.
Just more things to add to the turn thing.
I know, right? What we needed on this in this battle was more tokens.
60 feet, and I'm gonna put these 60 feet.
Yeah, drag them out there, and then I can add them to the thing once you put them on there. So they got a 3.
So, boink, boink. Oh, boink. Oh, yeah, they might be in the fire. Huh?
Yeah, they're large, so you can't put them in the post.
Can you give me control of them? I don't think I can move them.
You put them on there, so you should be able to move them.
Why can't I move the guy? Oh, no. No, I can't move him.
All right, I will double check them. But... All right.
You know why? I can't move through the whatever imaginary.
Oh, you stuck them in a place you can't move. That's all it was. All right. Here, I'll put them here for now.
All right, good. All right, there we go.
If you put them in the dynamic lighting, you won't be able to move them. So you can't put them in walls.
One here, and then let's stick one. I can't eat the guy without going down the firewall. So we're gonna stick the other one. Can you move this guy out here in the wall? He's stuck in there.
My toad is stuck.
Quit putting him in walls.
My toad is stuck. My toad is stuck again.
I don't want to blow.
All right.
I'm gonna put him right there. Wink.
Okay, he's on the ground next to Khassan. Got it.
Here. And then on their turn, I'll have them go with the giant toad. But that was my action.
Yeah.
My bonus action.
2 toads as you reach this trident in the sky. You're like this guy carrying around all kinds of. Oh, you have a bag of holding, so you can pull stuff out.
Yeah, sure. Well, this is I carry my staff and my on my back. And that is going to be because I get the trident now. I'm going to hit the guy and have him make a jump in the water. Screw you, friggin' guy.
He's already in the water, so
damn it! All right, it doesn't help.
Sure, he's going to jump into the water.
So that is
you're going to have him jump into knee-deep water. That was going to be the big plan.
Why don't you roll to hit him with that trident?
I can't.
You're not proficient in. Oh, you'll lose your dancing too if you use a 2-handed weapon.
No. I can't hit him because that was my action to summon. Right, I can't use.
Okay.
All
right, are you done then, sir?
Unfortunately, I get no bonus action, and I'm at the whim of the stupid wolf. So yeah, let's do it down there. All right.
All right. Boondoggle is going to shoot. Are you done? You're done, right?
I'm done. I'm so done.
All right. It's actually his turn. He swung with his axe.
That's
he is going to do. He's only got one real choice he can do. He's going to do it with disadvantage. He's got a toad on him. He's got this dodging freakazoid. He's already got disadvantage on him because he's dodging. So we might as well swing at him. He's going to bite out at Cal with disadvantage. I rolled a 18 and almost had a 19 and a 1. So he's going to miss with disadvantage. So he bites out at you with it turned out to be an 11.
I'm 21 actually.
Yeah, well, yeah. He rolled a 1, so you're fine. He would have the 19 was what he rolled, not with the plus.
Yeah.
So he would have had a 20. He would have had a 29 if it wasn't for the disadvantage. But doesn't matter because that's what happened. So he's done. That's Nam Boondiggle's turn. Nam is going to shoot the wounded one in front of him. Attempt to shoot him at least. He's going to shoot twice either way. So I'm just going to roll them both. Boom. He's really. I don't think he has any. He doesn't have any healing left. He might have one healing potion. I would check that. Oops, I forgot to roll with disadvantage. So that's my first roll. Those are going to both hit, so that's going to hit even with disadvantage. And then the second one, I'll roll with the disadvantage correctly. And those are going to hit. So he's going to hit for boom and boom. So you got a 22 and a 24 to hit. And then he's going to do 11 damage, which is, yeah, he can't quite finish this guy off. So he does 25 total. That guy's still standing, barely. Ugh. So that was Namfoodle's turn as he fires arrows like crazy. He's pinned on this bridge. It is your owl's turn. He's just hanging out unless you wanted to give him a command. And then it's your toad's turn.
All right, so here we go. Let's go crazy on this one. Okay, so the toad is going to attempt to grapple this guy. Pardon me. He attacks that guy. He has advantage because of the bears, right, or not?
The bears are not opposite him, so no, he does not have advantage because the bears.
So just
Nam, though.
Yeah, but Nam's got a bow in his hands, which does not grant advantage.
Nam's useless when it comes to the advantage. He's going to miss. That's useless. Ugh, that's terrible. All right. So that does. Then
why aren't you using your cool sheet I gave you?
Because I don't think you can click off it, can you?
Yeah, you can. You click on the bite, or you click on the just click on the bite.
Right. So
that's what you're doing, right? Biting.
Yeah, that's what I missed.
All right, click on it.
I can't really. Okay, so we're gonna try. We're gonna try biting the big bad guy here.
Okay.
And that is going to be just a regular roll. Let's see how that works. And he just as bad as this regular.
That's like the third two with that die.
Yeah, I know, right?
He just gums his leg a little bit. Your toads are done. It is Yurnev's turn. Yurnev is going to take a swing at this guy, the guy between him and Nam with advantage with his great axe swing. Actually, he will bite at him. And a 19 will hit, and he tears that thing's head off, and the fleshy black mass just falls to the ground, boom, dead. And then he jumps down. And he says, Khassan, it is time we finish this.
Oh, the toad gives him advantage. Take that, toad.
Time we be finishing this. And he takes 2 great axe swings at Khassan with his silver axe with advantage.
Oh, he hits like a freaking bird.
And he hits him for 50 points of damage with his 2 swings. Huge gashes appear on this. 50 points, you said?
The toad looks at him and goes, ribbit. 2 thumbs up.
Khassan is not bloodied yet. As he's slashing. And Khassan like roars back, and it's like just 2 beastly animals roaring at each other, spittle flying everywhere. And that is his turn. The wall of fire has gone to 6 rounds. It is Ezreal's turn. Ezreal.
All right. For my action, I'm going to cast Word of Radiance, which is going to affect these 2 guys right here. It's only a 5-foot range for Word of Radiance. It's going to be a save, and that should pop up after I roll the damage. It's going to be a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
And how does that work? I'm sorry.
It's just the spell description is just I utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you see within range, which is only 5 feet, will succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6.
All right, so a con save for these 2 Shadow Wolves?
Yeah, and it's gonna be 8 because I actually have potent cantrip for my.
It's just the first roll, so 17 and a 19.
Yeah, so they just don't take it in that case.
So they take any damage or half damage?
They don't take any damage with the cantrip, so it's hit or miss. But I am going to also...
is the Shadow Moon getting stronger?
I'm going to Healing Word Namfoodle for just a straight-up first-level spell. Oof. Oh, God. And I minimize the healing, so he gets 5 back.
Not shockingly, with 5 healing, he is still bloody. But he looks over at you and gives you the thumbs up with one bow in his hand as he goes to draw another arrow. Appreciative.
Still
that
not going to
you-
accept Sahini into your heart? Still waiting on that. I'm all good.
All right, the bear chief is mauling this. Actually, he's going to jump down and just. He's going to get in Drell's way, though. He's not super smart, but he's going to keep mauling the Shadow Wolf because I think that would be silly to get in Drell's way. Oh, there's one more corner open there. He is going to run over there.
There is a corner.
He's going to run over there, and I'm not going to roll for him on Hakan because he can't hurt him. So he just, with his axe and hammer, just pounding away at the stony flesh. Fortunately, they aren't silvered weapons, and not magical, so he's just pounding away. That brings us to the 8th round of Drell's Rage and Drell.
Yes, well, I come running in, and I am going to use Great Weapon.
Nope.
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 And so I've got advantage, correct?
Yes.
I will be using reckless. if I have to.
You do have advantage because you're down below, and you have enough with Aurelius over there because he's a
Give it
big guy.
advantage.
Musa, catch some gobbets of shadow. 22.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
I would have missed with a great weapon, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So that's a 21. 21 gobbets of shadow.
You slash across his thighs, blood sprays everywhere.
And I
Mostly on
hoist it
you.
up again. 21.
That'll hit.
And
He's not
no
super
divine
hard.
fury this time. So oh, that shouldn't be there. That one shouldn't be there. What is going on here? I can't even figure out what's going. Oh, the rage. The rage should just be 2. So that's that should be 16 points.
All right.
And that's it.
He dies. Next.
He is actually bloodied now, though.
Oh, he's going down. Oh, he's down. Ooh, I'm so good.
I pretend to lick his blood off my axe, but then I don't, and I go.
It is Cal's turn.
Yeah, spins his staff around and swings for his nuts. Die, you overshifted shifter. Can't figure
Oh, you
out
almost had a 20. You catch him in this steel codpiece, but it still seems to ring in his ears. And he takes 11 points of damage to his codpiece.
Without his
Swing
shadows,
again?
he ain't much of a guy.
Oh, wait.
Wait. What?
My hit point counter is screwed up, so let me fix it.
Oh, he's down to 10.
All right, now go ahead. Go ahead.
In the meantime, I swing back again and
You come back up, spin around, crack him across the jaw. See a couple teeth fly out. You're good at removing teeth. You take 12 more bludgeoning damage. He's like surrounded in a mob. He's getting pack attack now.
in which case, since he has so many targets to attack, I'm going to use a key point and do my unarmed strikes.
2 more. Hit him again.
You get
Pat.
2 more strikes at him.
Hit him again, Patty. And he must make a dexterity save, or he is knocked prone if I get him with this one.
19 hit him.
That does hit. He takes 7 more.
So he has to make a dexterity save.
Right, or be knocked prone. What's his dex?
Good.
Same.
Problem is, you don't kill him.
He's going to get a 12, which I believe fails.
He fails. So he is
So he is
prone.
prone.
Kick his feet up from under him.
So now you have advantage. Well, you already had advantage anyway.
Already have advantage anyway, so we'll take my second unarmed strike. And I think I missed him with that one. Probably, right?
17.
17 actually hits him, so he takes another 8.
So another 8.
All right.
And done.
All right. He is prone. It is the bear folk's turn. One bear folk moves onto him. The other one's this guy. Gonna try. What's the regular bear folk's athletics? I'll give it a shot. It's just the first number, 20. Guy launches himself over this plank. Uses strength to pull himself up. Oh, yeah, he pulls himself up. Swings over here to Nam. Can't really. Oh, he's just going to stand there. And he's attacking the thing, yet he still can't do anything. The other guy's going to climb up the wall. This guy's frenzied with an 8 intelligence. I'm going to roll a intelligence. If he rolls below a 10, he's going to attack that toad. He doesn't know where the hell that came from.
Sorry.
Takes the first numbers of 5. He only gets one swing because he's hanging onto the wall, but he's going to frenzy attack. So he attacks with advantage with his battle axe, single-handedly because he's attacking with both of them. He attacks your toad.
These guys were a great addition to the army.
Yeah. Well, they would be if you weren't fighting lycanthropes.
Right, yeah.
Like if they were fighting you, you'd be in trouble because they all attack.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, friend. No doubt.
He's going to miserably miss your, but he's frenzying all over the place. He's going to miss your toad. The other one's just climbing up. They're all climbing up the wall. They just look like little ants. The one guy's attacking Khassan and beating him on the ground. Just Khassan doesn't affect it. It is Khassan's turn. Khassan looks up from his position. He's not going into the fetal position like you might think by being surrounded and beaten, but he looks up and he reaches, pulls this off of his belt, which Aurelius might recognize, but he's very far away.
I'm right there. I'm right there.
Not Aurelius. I mean Ezreal. I'm sorry, Ezreal. I meant Ezreal. Uh-oh. He pulls this seal off of his belt and cracks it. And shadows appear around him. And it's basically casting a spell.
I can't counterspell him out of spells.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was checking to see. He basically give me an arcane check. Anybody who has arcane proficiency, give me an arcane check. You can't see it, Ezreal, unfortunately.
I know exactly what it is.
Just guessing.
I know exactly what he's casting.
He dimension doors. It's a shadow door, but it's a dimension door. He dimension doors away. And you just as he kind of steps through the door, he goes, Well, you're tougher than I thought. This is far from over. You better protect your loved ones. And then he's gone.
You're a dick. Here's my 8 roll.
You hear Aurelius go, "You're a dick," which is so accurate. And that he's gone, so we'll take him off the chart. But his shadow wolves are left. Unfortunately, they no longer have pack attack without their mentor, but they're such a beast that they don't really give a rat's ass what's going on. So they're going to keep going after. So this guy attacks Nam with just straight up the bite attack and a claw attack. And he is going to miss with the bite, but hit with the claw for 4, slashing Nam all up. Pretty much the health you just gave him. Not quite, though. And then the 2 on Azrael. Come on, boys. You've been swinging at this guy for what seems like forever. You just keep missing.
And they keep missing.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they all miss.
22?
22 hits. The first one hits.
No, he
gets 1.
22, he doesn't.
22, 13. Yeah, 22 hits. So the 22 is the only hit. He gets 1 bite in on you, so make a constitution save. You take 4 piercing damage. I need 2 constitution saves. 1 for your spell and 1 for spittle.
Right. Spell.
Wall goes down.
Down.
Spell is down. Probably the better one to do.
Yeah.
Oh no! You feel the curse of the lycanthrope running through your body.
Yeah,
so we've got 2 lycanthropes now.
I'm curing that tomorrow.
Yeah, you could probably take care of that. But
remove curse. I'll have to do it.
Wall of fire goes away. So I'm going to open this door back up since it was open before. All right. That is their turn. Actually, the one that struck at you and the wall goes down. He's going to just slide in here because he can and set up for flank. And that is Bear Woman's turn. She is just going to keep inspiring you guys. And That guy's surrounded. She is going to taunt the one shadow wolf directly across from you, Azrael, the one that's on the east side or the top of the map towards you. And so he's going to make a charisma save or have disadvantage on everything. And his first roll is a net 20, so he's fine. So that's her. That brings us to the second round of has passed for the dancing of Aurelius. Aurelius, it is your turn, sir.
Oh my goodness. All right. So 5, 10. Hello, dancer. 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move to here.
I'm shocked. Why aren't you opening up the war chest in the middle of the battle?
Outside. I'm no thing. So I move. Can I move in there with will she let me move in there?
Yeah, that space you can move in. Yeah.
Okay.
You can move through her too. She's now like
dancing.
it just costs 2 per square if you move through.
All right. So I'm going to use my. I think I got one. I get 1 second level spell list. I am going to pull up my staff. Use my my last thing and cast.
Technically, the problem with whipping all these weapons around is technically it takes an action to stow a weapon.
Well, I have one in each hand, right?
Okay.
I have staff one hand, right? So, because I don't have a sword right now to worry about, so that's a good thing. And actually, I'm going to drop the staff, right? So I'm just going
to question whether you need a hand free to cast or not. It's always interesting.
Well, the thing is, I can just drop my staff, item, right? I mean, I can drop it anywhere.
It's just one of those things that's kind of a nuanced thing that we don't pay that much attention to, which is fine. You're fine. I just
So, and then I'm going to blast.
That would be a semantic component, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Dropping it, right? That's it. Anyway, so I'm going to cast on this guy here. I'm going to end up casting. Let's do that guy. End up casting up.
The guy closest to you that's attacking Azrael has disadvantage on his saves because she taunted him.
Yeah, it's not going to be a save anyway. Which
okay. Well,
Scorching Ray, so it's going to be 3.
I just said that for my own.
It's going to be four of these. They don't have anything up, so 1.
Oh, Scorching Rays.
Yeah, 2.
That'll miss.
3. And 4. All right, so 1 hit.
3 of them hit.
2 hit.
Yeah, 3 hit.
So he's
that's 15,
24 points of damage from that.
He is not yet bloodied. He hasn't been hit yet.
And then that is my move.
Fire slams into the back of the shadow. He howls out. You don't know if he's howling because he's a shadow beast without a shadow master or because.
Didn't I hit him with my original Channel Divinity way back?
I thought they made their saves. Didn't I roll like crazy or something?
For the Word of Radiance, yes. For the Channel Divinity, which was way back when I did my flare. I was doing 19 damage.
That's all we got for today.
Well, that guy was hurt. Maybe I said he wasn't hurt because that bar looks like it's full, but the other one's hurt already too. So
yeah, I know I hit him.
Let me see. I can do the math.
He may have saved it, but it was still something.
Because he took 20. What was it? 24.
I took 24 points of fire damage, Scorching Ray damage.
Yeah, he was already hurt. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. I was like,
he was down from his 70 something.
I don't want to do the big damage I did this.
No, he's hurt. They're not bloody though, but they are hurt.
I didn't assume.
All right, are you done, Aurelius? Or are you still doing things?
That's everything I can do personally.
All right, it is Nam Poodle's turn, and Nam is going to just keep lighting this guy. Well, you know what? The bears. Well, the one thing he can do is I guess it would just be a minus versus disadvantage, and he would let this guy. Well, you know what he's going to do? He's going to let the bears take the brunt of this attack for him. So he's going to jump back and let that guy take attack of opportunity with his bite at him. Not have advantage. So it's just the first roll.
You can eat these guys.
He's going to miss, and then Namfool is going to fire without disadvantage. Into the one he just jumped away from. Fire 2 arrows. Let these bear folk take the brunt. He's going to miss with a 1, but he hits with a 21. And he will do 11 points to this guy who I don't think this guy's been hit yet, but all right. An arrow buries into his chest. That was Namfoodle's turn. It's Poncho's turn if you want to do anything with him.
Nope.
It's your giant toad's turn.
All right, giant toads. Okay, so this guy right here is going to attempt to grapple this guy right here. So let's bring up the old character here. He's like, I bite you with no advantage. And he's going to miss again. They just can't do anything. All right. And the other guy is going to move 10 feet, 5, 10, and then 15. Then he's going to use his jump action. And his standing jump is 10 feet high and up to 20 feet. So he's going to move his jump action. He's going to jump to here, and that's the best he can do, jumping up for that now. All right, so that's his move action. Actually, can make a double action, right? Double turn.
You can do double movement.
All right, so he's going to do 5. And then he's going to.
Well, unless his action is a jump, then he can't dash.
It's part of his move. Standing leap is what they call it.
Okay. If it's not an action, that's fine.
And so, I'm just going to leave him there. I'll say that was his move and jump, right? Because
whatever. That's fine.
I won't be able to attack anyway. I got to get in there.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's it. 5, 20. Yeah, so I'm done. That's
all right.
I can't hit anybody save their life.
Irnev runs up here. This guy's actually above him, but he's going to have. He's going to swing up from underneath and try to hit the shadow creature. We're going to give him a big armor class bonus. Irnev's going to swing anyway. He takes 2 great axes swings. So that guy's got that's going to hit. That's going to miss. And he can't bite him from down there, unfortunately. So he's just going to do. Wow, only 8 slashing. That's pretty bad for him. 8 slashing on that guy. On the Shadow Beast. The Shadow Beast gets an axe to the leg. And he is still not bloodied yet. And that brings us to the Wall of Fire is gone, so I'll get rid of that. Is Azrael, it's your turn.
Alrighty then. I'm going to allow him to take an attack on me as I move out of this. Allow that wolf.
This is
19 will miss you. Bounces off your armory hide.
All right, and then I'm done with it for sure.
You gonna close the door? Go home?
No, I'm gonna cast a second level Burning Hands.
Nice.
So dexterity saving throw. It's gonna be +2 to whatever damages because of the ones.
You get my toad. You get my toad in this, don't you?
It's gonna be 14.
14. Okay.
Does my toad get gotten by that? Because in the 15.
Well, I mean, it's a.
He can shoot it. He can shoot it.
I'm marking it this way for the 15. Basically.
Yeah, he can create a triangle that only hits these 3.
Triangle,
Okay.
Yeah, he can do the triangle off to the left.
After my marker was hidden, so it's gonna be 14 on the fail and half on a success for Burning Hands. Oh my god!
Just give me 1 second. I just got this cool thing. So they got to make dex saves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Both fail.
No.
Got a 5 and a 7.
They're both gonna fail.
Rosenjohn?
All right, we'll just go. So he takes I got 2 fails, and the full was 13, so they each take
14.
14 fire, sorry. Got 1 bloodied one now, and 1 not so bloodied. Guy, the farther one away from you is bloodied, so he's the one closer to the east. And are you done, sir?
I am currently done.
Okay. It is round 9 of raging. Oops, not 89, 9. And it is Drell's turn.
Yeah. Oh, what the? They're just giving me no avenues.
You can
You
hit
have to go up. Everybody's up. Just so you know.
Yeah.
You can hit
But you got toads blocking your way. You got toad butts actually blocking all the way.
Toad
No,
can't
I
do
got
much anyway. Go and hit him.
I got nothing. The toads are all blocking me. Urinev's blocking me. I got nothing.
Too many good
Well,
guys.
Urinev's under the bridge.
Oh, he's under the bridge?
Yeah, he
I'm
is
up
under
here.
the bridge.
Well, in that case,
There is a space between Nam and the shadow guy.
yes,
You can get
there
up there.
is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could try to climb up Urinev.
6. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm trying to get up here. Where that
All
I
right.
believe
Do you
there's
say anything to Urinev, or you just try to
Yes,
run
I'm
up?
like, I'm like, coming through on your left. That's what I'm yelling. On your
All right.
left.
He reaches out one of his clawed iron hands, and he goes to give you like the boost, the foot up,
Yeah.
and he's going to roll his athletics check here.
He squashes you into a rock.
Throws me into the roof.
Conk. You hit your head on the bottom of the bridge.
Oh, it's the other guys that are crazy athletic. I thought it was him. That's right. He does a strength check, basically. It's the first die roll. He only gets a 10. It's going to depend on your roll.
With athletics.
So you got to roll your athletics, and we'll see how well if you roll average, he didn't help you. But if you roll well, that's fine. You're 21. Yeah, you make up for his. If he had rolled better, you could have had advantage, but not really. So you can be right up above him here.
So am I
There's
here?
a place to stand right there. Yeah, right there.
All right.
Jump and you come flying up, land on that thing in front of Shadow Guy. You have advantage because of the toad.
Yeah. Oh, I do. And I am using a great weapon in the plain sight of the moon, if she was around.
That'll hit.
That's a 21.
$24 damage.
24. Now, I'm assuming all those shenanigans took my extra attack away from me.
No. You're
No,
fine.
well, in that case, I get him again.
Yeah, swing again.
Addy.
That'll hit.
20. 24.
24 damage. All right, he's barely standing, but he is standing. He's bloody now. That is your turn. So unless you got some crazy, it's Cal's turn.
That was all the crazy I got.
All right, Cal.
I'm going to fly up. So that's 10. And I go 15, 20.
So you can fly above anybody that's adjacent to him to attack him.
25. I'm trying to think. I'm just going over here to help. What's his face?
You just won't have advantage because there's nobody in the ground. But you don't need advantage on these guys anyway. So
20.
What if he was here? Would he get advantage from that?
no.
From the toad?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No. No, because he has to be. Because that guy's climbed. Well, actually, that guy's down. So yeah, he could do that.
He's
Yeah, if you
down.
fly above the one that's on the rock wall, you could get
You
advantage.
just fly over us all, Cal.
You
and
guys
then
you
whack
actually
him.
don't need advantage on this, so you just kind of.
Well, I was going to help Azrael, but I can't see that, so I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight the first one I can find. Put myself right there. Does that work?
All right. Yep. Attack with advantage. Go ahead.
And attack. It's so many buttons to press. There we go. I'm going to go back to this screen.
Woohoo!
All right. That'll be. See, that's why you go for advantage because you crit fished it. So you do 17. You kill this guy. The funny thing is, you didn't need that because you would have killed him without the crit.
Can I
So-
continue my movement then and attack the
Yeah,
next
you
guy?
come flying by. You slam your staff into the back of the shadow.
As I go
thing's head.
by,
Shadow
and then-
spills everywhere. The body slumps to the ground.
continue my motion, I guess, to here.
Do you have enough movement for all that? I'm not going to argue with you.
I should. I have 45 movement, so
Right, but you're flying up and down and all that goodness. So
It was 10 feet up, and then
yeah, you're probably good. You got to fly over a guy. Yeah, but whatever. I'm good with it.
okay. So I'm going to attack the. I'm going to attack the one that's between me and Azrael there. Oop.
I technically am not threatening because I don't have a weapon in my hand.
I find you
So I don't have advantage.
So you don't have advantage. Nope.
Because casting wise, I can't.
If you attack the one behind you, you have advantage.
I'll get the one behind.
Because technically the guy's threatening them, even though he can't do any damage to them.
Okay, I'll get that guy.
So they are good for that, Craig. See, there you go.
Yes, no, they're good.
They can create
They
flank.
just can't hurt on their own. I get it.
Not lycanthropes.
They create opportunities.
Oop, swing, whack.
I'll hit. That doesn't
Not
quite finish him off.
Not the Cal
Cracking
seems
his
to need.
ribs, his ribs break under your bow staff. Do you have any bonus action attacks left?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action attack on the guy.
All right.
Try to finish him off. Finish off this little puppy dog.
Do a tornado roundhouse in this tight quarters, but you can do it if you come from the left. I mean the right.
Follow up with a kicking the dog. There we go.
And that splatters his shadowy head across the wall. He is done.
And then I
so you hit him with a 14.
So do I
you hit him with a 14, shockingly. And you do 11 points of damage to him, which is enough to finish him off. His shadowy flesh falls to the ground. There's only one adversary left.
So I'll use my last attack on him because I got one more.
Are you spending your key point? You're supposed to declare that before, just so you know.
Oh no, I did. I said I did use my key point to unarmed attack that dog that I just killed.
Right, but the problem is the confusing part is you get an unarmed strike without using a key point, so you got to let me know you use your key point to flurry of blows.
Oh, I thought I said that. I'm sorry.
No. So yeah, but go ahead. It's fine. It's not really going to matter.
I did knock myself a key point, so I'm going to take the second swing.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Where's God damn it. There it is. And I don't have advantage on this one, right?
No.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh, I missed horribly.
You did miss. Apparently, you do need advantage against these guys. I was wrong. All right, you miss. He understeps your punch. He sidesteps your punch. Goes past him. It is the bear folks' turn. They clamber up here. Use their movement to move through here. They're just swarming this guy.
I'm not the toady to bear folk. I just want to eat somebody.
Oh no, that guy's staying there. Those guys all come running up and just start wailing away, even though they can't do anything to this guy. I'm not going to bother, but that guy's going to continue swinging at your toad. Not that it doesn't matter, because he doesn't know any better. This guy's going to climb up over here and join that fray. All right, they're done. The lady's going to still chanting. She's just sees the battle is mostly over. Of course, she doesn't have any healing for you. She looks you up and down, Aurelius. You can't decide if she thinks you are tasty or tasty.
I'm tasty.
The third round of dancing is your turn, Aurelius.
All right, we're going to shoot a firebolt at this guy here. So from where I am, because he's
all right, he's got like 14,000 bonuses to his AC.
That's right. Let's see if that makes a difference. It does. It does actually misses completely.
Actually, it doesn't make a difference with a one.
I'm going to use my move action to put away my staff. So now I have nothing in my hands. But
all right, are you done now?
Except for my gesticulation. All right, next.
Nam is going to fire into the guy with lots of cover issues, but he's firing anyway.
About your minions, shadow guy. Actually, I do a. I do a.
Oh, he missed one, but he hits with one. He does 8 to that guy. And this guy's still doing all right. All right. That brings us to your owl, who will say is doing nothing. Your toads can't get into the fight. Can we just skip them?
He flies over to me and he lands on my shoulder. Nice job.
Yernev is stuck down there. He's still pretty beat up, so he's going to start relaxing. He can hear but he knows all the bears have run up there. And so it's Azrael, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to Sacred Flame this guy. So make sure I have the modifier attached. But cantrip.
You know what we can do? We can say, I mean, between you and all these bears, this guy's not going to do that much damage. Everybody's left. So you guys could finish this guy off. It's kind of still silly to keep going through all this, especially with the 14,000 miniatures on this. So you can Sacred Flame him. I'll we'll say this kills him if he. Let's see if he makes the save, but we'll do it anyway. You guys can beat him into the ground. He's going to fail. Moonlight catches on him. Between you and Cal and the bears holding him down, they're all like grappling him now, so he can't get away. They've decided to finally do something besides swing at him now. So they're all like hanging on him. You guys can just beat the shadow guy. It won't go down quietly, so you do end up having to beat it into oblivion. Boom, 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 boom.
Beat it to a toad.
So that is that. You defeat him, which is right at 9:30. But we're gonna go an extended hour for those who can stay. I'm gonna give out experiences. The first thing I'm gonna do, and we'll do some little role playing stuff here as we need to. We're gonna come out of rounds. That's all right with everybody because there's 4,000 people in there. And so basically, what's going on is the dancer woman. She looks you up and down, Aurelius, and she says, "How would you like drink?" And she starts to go back to the table. "Now we celebrate a good victory." And she dances her way over to the table and starts, holding up drinks and yelling out to her brethren. And all the bears start coming out of their frenzies and start working their way back to the hall.
There's two types of adventurers: the killing type and the murdering type. We're the killing type. I'd love to join you in that drink.
And Yernev says, "That was good battle, but I owe you my death. I promised you this." And he bows down again, and he says, "If I have preference, I wish the warrior with moon axe to do Suhanin's will and put me in where I belong." So he once again offers himself up.
We put him in a cage.
Before he does it, he changes.
I have a counter proposition.
So you can give your counter proposition, but I'm going to change real quick. He changes into human. He's still this massive human, but now he looks like this. He kind of looks like, you guys probably never read this comic, The Warrior, who carried around the 44 Automag in the comic books, but he was actually in a fantasy time. But this guy looks like the Warrior on steroids. So he looks like this. He's got all the same gear on, the collar and the girdle, and this big heavy axe, but he's got a big white beard and white hair. He doesn't actually have a helm on, not at the moment, but in this portrait he had one. He's got big fur boots on and a fur, not like a kilt type action going on from his girdle. And he's kneeled before you. He's still all bloodied and cut up. And he's still got the big metal gauntlets on. And he says, the white bear comes up to him and he says, why must this happen? And he's like standing next to him. He goes, "I am Chief Oleg." He says, "I am chief of the bear folk." He says, "Yernev has been very good to bear folk. I wish that you do not have to kill him." And he's like, no. This is what must be punishment for my crimes. And so they're kind of going back and forth. You guys feel free to say whatever you want.
I will interject in this moment, and I will one-on-one look at Yernev, look him up and down.
All right, so you're standing up on the platform, I assume, unless you want to slide down to the bed. They're down in the water.
I will slide down to see him face, so he'll tower over me still. But
well, he's he's gone down to man size, but he's still a big dude.
Yeah, I'm not an average.
He's about 6'11". He's almost going on 7 feet. And you stand next to him. Are you down there? Are you down there too, Drell?
I'll move myself down there. Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, Drell's having a little scheduling issue.
You can take off if you want. That's all right.
Yeah. Well, I don't really. That's not. Yeah. For the time being, yes, I will be down because he's asking me to kill him, isn't he? He
did. He offered you to kill him.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to kill him, but I shouldn't be up above, so I'm going to jump down onto the same level.
Okay. You're down there too. All the bear folk are. I can throw them all back in their meat hall. As the bear folk go by, they're like talking to you. You should join. And they're seeing Urneb offering them up, and they kind of are getting waved. They're getting waved off by the chief, and they're like, all right, we drink then. We drink to Urneb. You should drink with us if you are not in the action of killing him. They say to you, Cal, as they walk by, unless you are in that. Your toads are gone.
Get rid of them. Think.
Disappear. All right. So both Azrael and Drell are standing around Urneb. Aurelius, where are you at?
I sat down at the table with the chick who offered a drink.
All right. So you're at you're all sitting around. They're all spreading out to those various tables. There's 4 tables there and the head table that apparently belongs to Olnick. He goes back to his table. They have kegs up against the wall there, and they start pouring out, and they hand you a flask. Namfoodle looks down there, and he's just going to walk over here on the bridge. So he's finally off the bridge, but he's not quite joining in the drinks yet. He's kind of watching what's going on down there, and seeing what you guys decide. Cal, you're down there too, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do?
I mean, so I will approach him at least. As he's offering his head. You had an option tonight. You laid there, bleeding, beaten, in the presence of an evil. You stood up and stood by our side and fought that evil. To me, that shows something different. You said you could not be redeemed in her eyes, yet you stood in her light and were not burned. I have a proposition. Reclaim yourself. Claim yourself to Hanin. I am a priest. I can ordain this. And try to rally the Lycans. Think about it for a bit, if need be. That is my proposition. There is good in you. There's light in anybody who wants it.
You think Sahanin would offer me redemption?
I know because she's offered me redemption.
I have done many bad things. But you stand here with my life in your hands, all of you. If you give me this chance. Actually, give me a persuasion roll, Azrael, with advantage, because you are speaking.
Okay, that'll help. Not my best skill, but that'll help. Actually, am I going to no.
You do have advantage.
I do have advantage. Okay, sweet.
Hey, system. With all my charisma.
We have nobody with good charisma. Oh, it was so close to being 18. 9.
He's like, he says,
Tell me now.
Well, he says, I believe you believe what you are saying, warrior of Sahanin. I can smell the celestial upon you. But I am not sure, Sahanin. I just think you do not know all that I have done in my past.
It's not what you have done. It is what you will do from now on.
All right. You want to give him a persuasion with now you don't have he basically had advantage because of his god, so you didn't have to use a aid action, but you can do a straight up persuasion.
Can I use my inspiration?
You can, yeah. If you have inspiration, you can use it.
There we go. I think I have an inspiration point. Let me check.
Well, if it's not, if it's on your sheet, you have it. If not, it's
not. No, I don't. I must have used it earlier.
All right, so just go straight up.
Straight up. I said, your life belongs to those who you have hurt in the past.
Oh, so close.
Convince him to kill himself.
Ends up a 2, and he looks up. He looks at you, and he goes. And for a split second, you see like his eyes, even though he's in human form, he sniffs in his eyes. I do not trust the words of a lupine. I am sorry.
Can I?
Okay. I'm elbowing my way through this crowd. This is ridiculous.
He goes, our blood feud goes way far back, and Khassan has done little to break this feud.
Okay. My moon axe goes underneath his chin, and I lift his head up. And I say, your life is mine, to do with as I will. And for the time being, you're going to use it in service to what I choose to serve.
And we'll see how Sanine feels about you later on down the road. Right now, it's not about her; it's about us.
All right. Roll intimidation with advantage, and I'm going to roll. He's going to.
I'm not very intimidating for some.
It's all right. He's going to roll a charisma with disadvantage. So. I mean, he already gave his life to you, so it's not like he's going to say no. But
17.
Yeah, you own him. He's got a 3. So, Jesus.
I throw a wink at Azrael and I say, "You can convert him later."
He says, "As I have said, my life is forfeit, and you properly claim that it is yours. Then I will do as you say. What is your first desire? I ask one thing I have no right to ask. If you would leave the bears money to them so they can start anew, the bear folk, but you can have all the coin that I called to my own."
We're not here to steal from the bears.
Yes, I have seen that you are merciful, and you have been good. It has been good to fight on your side. Perhaps there will be better times ahead. Let us join the bear and drink. I will bring you your bounty. So he's going to go. He offers you guys boosts up there, and here you can climb straight up, whatever you want to do. And then he'll climb. He's going to climb up, then go back across, and he's going to come to you guys with this heavy chest of loot. You see the war chest up there. The bears have a war chest, but that looks like this. It's pretty cool, intricately carven with this heavy wood. But it is locked, and they don't seem to be in the mood to give it to you. And he's asked to keep. But so that's sitting up there on the thing, on the dais, this heavy wooden. But he does come out with a iron-bound wood chest, and he brings it to you, hefts it over there. It's pretty heavy, but he's also very strong. And he hefts it over, and as you guys are drinking, they do have some food too, some salty pork, some jerky type substances, mostly meat. They are drinking actually. They have ale, but they also have a really heavy, thick, like a mead. But it's like more like syrupy and viscousy, which they seem to really like. But it is alcoholic. And so in this war chest, Joseph,
Good.
I assume you want to know this. There is 713 copper pieces, 12,761 silver pieces, 2,719 gold pieces, 126 platinum pieces. There is a carved bone bear statue worth 25 gold. There is a cloth gold vestment worth 25 gold. There is a potion that he tells you is of climbing that looks like this. It's got all these different layers in it. The potion is separated into a brown, silver, and gray layers, resembling bands of stone. But it is a potion of climbing. You can read about that later, but it basically helps you climb. And then the last thing in there is a scroll, a second level scroll of blindness/deafness.
Scroll of what is it?
Blindness and deafness.
Yep.
Blindness/deafness.
All right.
Left on the fucking blind.
I believe it's probably a clerical divine spell, but
All right, we'll get there.
you can look it up. And then he also he hands the Maelstrom medallion. He takes it off his neck and hands that to. So it's this silver medallion. Actually, it's platinum. It's a platinum medallion. Looks silver, but when you look close at it, it's actually platinum. And it has all of these blue sapphire stones in it. And it swirls and glows from within. And he hands that to you, Drell. And he says, "You are the victor. And to the victor go the spoils."
What if you write that down?
Now you have mocked me. Now
No, not that I have it, but that I was the victor.
I write down
that I
to
was
the victor. Sorry.
I thought you were Drow.
No, I said that. He says. I said as I was being him, saying as the DM. Now that you've taunted me, he's taking it back.
Uranev, I would ask a favor.
So that is a you're gonna have time to rest. It's actually a medallion of protection. So it's +1 AC, +1 saving throws, and it gives you resistance to lightning and thunder. But it does require attunement. So it's another item. I will let me do this.
Sounds like a fair trade for a tome of knowledge.
I don't know. I don't have a tome of knowledge.
There is no tome of knowledge.
Didn't I give you one of those?
Oh, I see what he's saying. No, that was it's called something else. That's why he's saying.
I was teasing, or what I would have said was, "Were you the victor?" I don't think so.
You would have to.
I have
you
the
have
lowest AC.
The problem, Greg, you have is you have your staff doesn't require it. So you have boots, your bracers. Are those?
I only have two things that are attuned at the moment.
Okay, so yeah, the staff doesn't get. So you would have a third. Yeah, it would be a third one. I'm going to throw the description so you guys can read it here. So this is it right here. So now that it's shared with you, you can actually read that description on there. You should be able to. All right, and then so that's all the spoils that they have or offer up. And he says, without me around, he's letting you know the maelstrom, they will scatter now. Khassan will not be able to rally them.
I will,
as much as the Sultan calls him the leader of Maelstrom, the wares, they do not follow him. Some might if they have given themselves up to the Raven Queen, but many are hesitant to give themselves fully to the Raven Queen or to Sahanin. The moon already holds a great enough sway upon us.
I would ask a favor of you and your people, if it was not too much.
My life belongs to this one. What is your name again? He's talking to you, Dro.
You are now bound to Oma Agras Drell.
He says, if Oma
servant
Agras
of Sahanin.
He says, if this servant of Sahanin, Oma Agras Drell, wills your favor, then I will do it.
Let's hear what you have to say, Musa.
There is one named Jalila. She goes with the unfortunate and brings them hope. Khan has threatened to kill her, and I believe he may strike upon her. I would ask that you keep an eye on her as redemption until we are sure she is safe. That is all I ask.
It strikes me that this is an excellent step on the new path your life is taking, Uranev.
So you wish me to find this Jalila? I will need more description unless you have something of hers that I could get a scent from.
I don't think I have anything of her, so I'm going to say you'll easily find her with the unforgiven. Unchosen.
Yeah. She is a performer. She says she is a performer
and a singer. You will find her easily out there with you.
I will do this then for you. I will find this woman and I will attempt to protect her.
Any attempt would be appreciated.
Is there anything I should say to her, though, so she knows I am a friend?
Tell her that I have sent. Yeah, I have sent you. We have sent you. The Chosen have sent you to protect her. The Chosen men.
Chosen. When are we going to drop that name?
We're never going. Not never.
Not never.
No, never.
Well, technically, you're considered the Chosen of Sahanin now. So if you want to drop her favor in the whole cause.
Oh no. Well, I don't.
So there were three iterations, which I described in the summary of the Chosen. Originally, you were the Chosen of the Sultan because of Joe, and then you became the Chosen of Zolara, as she chose you to aid her in her quest, and then you became the Chosen of Sahanin. All right, I have a bountiful amount of experience to award to you guys, and then you get to level. So
I was waiting for this. Yeah, Jalila gives to the forgotten, to the unfortunate. Jalila gives hope, and that is someone that is. And again, he knows that she is something that means something to me, and he threatened to kill her. So if he can keep her alive, that would be.
Would it be possible to have her move to be with the bear folk for now?
No, she will not leave the unfortunate, and because she gives them hope. I have.
The Sultan will not look kindly to bear folk wandering the city. Is there somewhere, do you have some sort of place that they could stay? I know I have asked much already, and you have been very, very, very gracious in your response to this. But if I leave them here, they are no match for Ware, for they do not have the weapons to fight them. But they are formidable warriors. Perhaps you could use them in future. Otherwise, they could return.
Nam has a line on some good silk. We could get them some uniforms, set them up around the Golden Monkey.
Again, they will be arrested if they are wandering in the intercity in the open.
Would the Lupine be able to find them places to hide within the outer city limits?
That is possible. Perhaps your folks could. They are good at.
I tell them the Lupine will assist them in finding new homes and new lives amongst the lesser folk of Khassan, where they can remain hidden.
We will move out in the morning. I do not. You dealt a good blow to Hakan. He will need to recover, much like I will. The bears there are still strong. We could use sewers to move, perhaps to lower city, and then I will come, and I can blend in better. I will try to meet with this Jalila, and then if you can let me know who to contact amongst the Lupine, I will see if we can set them up with them. Are you ready for your experience? Or do you guys want to give some more things you'd like to speak?
Yeah, just so we're clear, when I'm dividing the treasure up, I'm setting aside 1,000 gold to buy healing potions to replace the ones that were used. Does anybody have a problem with that?
No. I mean, you're going to buy me some healing potions? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's the idea. Right now, if we like the superior healing potions, a lot of people don't necessarily want to spend money on. If you put group treasure and say, I'm going to set aside money to buy superior healing potions or stronger ones, you can buy regular ones with your own money. I'm just talking about the high level ones.
Yeah.
Distribute them to people that need them, because getting extra 30 hit points can be a big difference in these battles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, if anybody disagrees with me, let me know, because that's what I'm going to plan on doing.
You want to leave money to the bear folk so that they can have
they
something.
have their own money. They have their own.
They
money.
have their own war chest.
Oh, they already have their own money. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So
take some of that money and buy some healing potions. I think you owe me a healing potion, by the way. One I stole off of you to give to you.
That's right. You owe me 3 from before, 4 from before, but that's okay. This takes it easy. I'm going to put the loot in the group text, so what everybody gets.
Okay.
And so you can just jot it down. Sorry, strike that again. That's wrong.
Where's the edit button on this thing?
I know it's 2,000, not 3,000 on that one. My bad.
Deb, you still with us?
What, me? Yeah, I was waiting for the money to come up.
This is okay.
So
we're just doing
the silver's 2,552, not 3,000.
What's that?
Also, the potion of climbing. Does anybody want that?
I have no need for
I don't need it. Let's give it to somebody.
How come copper pieces are on there twice?
So it should be 142 copper. Ignore that 3,302 silver. It should be 2,552 silver.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
as opposed to copper, where it says
I actually hit the wrong key and hit 3,000. It's supposed to be 2,552 copper each.
Copper or silver?
Silver each. Pardon me.
So 2,552 silver.
Yeah. and so 2,552 silver, 543 gold, 25 platinum.
Look, a wizard can use that spell.
It can, yeah. So it's a bard, cleric, sorcerer, wizard. So I can copy that into my book, or if you choose to you can choose to hold on to it. It's probably not a spell I'm really gonna keep.
I mean, I can cast it, but like I don't really have an intention of like it's more of like I guess like I get if you want me to have it in a pinch, I mean like I am out of spells, throw something at them, I guess.
right.
It's one of those
it's not on my list
spells.
of must-haves. It's one of those nice, like it'd be great to have in my book, but that would just be gathering it. Right now, I have more spells than I can possibly cast, so I'm good either way.
I mean, keep it on you right now, I guess. In that case, if you need to, just for eventually, if you want to write it in your book, because I don't really care. I still have a bunch of seals and stuff I haven't really gotten into.
Okay.
Although now I have the name of Khassan and I have a look at creature spell, so hopefully, at some point, if it tries to run away again, I have a plan.
All right, so that's good. So I've got that, and then who wants a potion of climbing?
2552 silver piece.
2,552 silver.
Let's do a climb speed, right? So again, I don't really need it. I have range. I'm not really worried about having to climb either. We could just leave that.
I have a healing. I mean, I have a flying potion, and I'm pretty good at climbing.
I mean, I can take it, but I was going to say we also just leave it.
What about Nam so that we can get him up high?
There you go.
So he gets to pick up he's picking up his snow flurry cloak in.
That do anything for his climbing?
It allows him to fly.
Oh, it allows him to fly. Oh, okay. Well.
I thought he picked it up tonight, but he didn't attune to it. Was the thing.
No, he has to wait. It's actually this evening he's picking it up.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess I can take it in that case because everybody else seems to have methods of handling it, and I probably have worse. I have way worse athletics than Drell has,
and a lot more range. So we get you up high, you're going to be more effective as a sniper.
Right.
That's true. At some point it'll come in handy, so just stick it in your sheet.
Don't mind me gesturing at the random car driving by playing trap music. Love me in Roseland College. Yeah, I'll grab it, I guess.
Okay.
Everybody else has methods to handle it, so
yeah, I really have no desire to climb or fly at this point.
He just like to dance. I just like to dance.
I just need to
dance.
I'm like Kevin Bacon. Okay, that's all I know.
I have a hunch it's gonna be like we're doing something.
All right.
We need to.
Are you guys ready for XP?
I'm gonna want that.
I'm ready. I got my notebook out here.
All right, ready?
So wait, before I mean we can't. We've got to address the giant maelstrom medallion in the room.
Oh, gotcha.
I understand. I got the book, and that is true. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like I have the lowest AC in the whole party. What does everybody have?
Don't need it. I have 2 AC buffs.
You do have the lowest AC.
Yeah, you could.
Nam has a 19, so and you have an 18.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel I owe Cal, because the book could have gone to him just as well, and it went to me, but
been useless to him.
No,
you could take
strength.
The strength.
Well, I'll hold out for something better.
Yeah, you can hold out for something better. Okay, and it also this has some personal importance to me.
What are you attuned to right now, anyways?
Well, then I nod to you and I say, today, my brother, because I fight my brother on a regular basis.
Also, Cal, just as an aside to confirm the decision you made, the lupine probably wouldn't think very highly of you wearing that.
Exactly.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, most likely
when you did your training stuff, you'd probably be doing everything with disadvantage.
Yeah,
yes, but my delivering that to the lupine might make me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you could let Drell put it on, then
there you go.
Cut off Drell's head, and then deliver the head and the pendant.
Just have to let them think that I gave it to you.
Wait, why do the lupine want my head?
They don't, but it would be attached to the pendant. So
okay, I got it. Well, these things happen.
But anyway, are we done? Or sorry, is that done now? The Maelstrom
yeah.
medallion
The
has
medallion's
done.
going to go to Drell.
I will reorganize handouts in between the games, so that'll be in your.
Okay.
I'll put that in your magic items.
Who's not maxed out on their attunement items?
Me. I have one more left.
I think that maxed me out.
Yeah, you are probably maxed out, sir. Namfoodle is not maxed out. He's got his cloak coming, and
I have one slot left.
Nam might only have the cloak. I don't think Nam has a ton. He has a bunch of arrows, but they don't use.
Do you want to take the trident? You can summon your own cool toads.
Just who? Oh,
talking to Cal.
Cal.
It's a +2 trident, so your plus to hit would be. Oh, you know it's not a monk weapon.
Yeah.
Right, so you can't use it. Sorry. Anyway, I was just thinking.
Get some toads.
It does give an
Would
extra.
you like a toading stick?
But that's all right. I just throw it out there because I have 4 attunement items, and I
roll my nose up and say, "No, thanks."
Yeah.
Oh, he has the sharp. So Nam has two. Nam has 2 also because I forgot he has the bracers.
Right, you got the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And I have my bracer.
So everybody has at least 2, and 3 of you have 3. I think at the moment.
Max, I've got mask, cloak, and armor now. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm rocking a 22 AC. I'm maxing a lot of my defensive stuff.
Which is your AC is as good as mine without a shield spell.
Well, I always end up making bulky characters. I can't help it with high AC. And I just tend towards that. Plus, it makes it nice to not worry about the healer.
I mean, Nam is dripping with magic items, but most of them are not attuned.
Yeah.
He's got quiver, he's got arrows, he's got ear cuffs, he's got sending stuff, he's got so much stuff. But anyway, are you guys ready for XP?
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Let her rip.
All right. So for the upper warehouse where you slaughtered all the were rats, you get 1,230 XP each.
That's each? Okay.
So it's 47,327. Yep.
Was it 1,000 each or was it
1,230 XP each.
It's each, not divided. Oh, you're saying what total was? Okay, sorry.
That puts us 607.
I was just going to do the math until all the stuff was told.
Then there for the rat ogres, you each get 720 XP.
That'll put us over.
Yeah.
47.
48,047.
Exactly.
For the, you want me to keep going?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, keep going.
For the living water, you get 360 XP each. You did not engage the bear den, so you don't get that. The bodyguards, you get 780 XP each.
780.
780 XP each.
Yeah.
For Urnab, you get 1,000 XP each. For the Shadow Pack, you get 980 XP each. And for Hakan, you get 2,000 XP.
So I have 50,167, but I could.
So I think you're almost 5,000 into your next level.
I have 53167 also.
Okay,
I
good.
got 53087.
Greg's wrong.
You're drunk, and when you are drunk, you forget that we
All
know
right,
better.
what do you have, Joe?
53,167.
Which is
What I
exactly what I've got.
Yeah,
I
and I'll
did
double
it
check it
wrong.
with my phone just to make sure we're right here.
That's right.
I did it on my
on,
computer.
Oh, Craig's
So,
smarter
I did
than
with
I
the
am.
calculator.
I'm better with numbers apparently than.
I did it with my calculator.
Yeah, well, that's your calculator.
All right, so NAM has
I
been
used the fancy
updated.
one.
I must have missed something.
All right,
So what are we at?
level you have to long rest. So what is the plan?
What is our XP at? Sorry, 53.
167.
167.
167. So
That's
are
fine.
you going to hang out and try to long rest here? It was when you started this whole adventure, it was midnight. So it is still early in the morning. So if you actually took a long rest, you'd be done at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 in the morning.
Sounds good.
So you could rest down here and then slip out in daylight when it's more crowded. The enemy does know where you are, but this is kind of you guys talking with Yernev and Chief Oleg. they're not likely to come back. And I don't know how quickly Hakan is going to report to the Sultan. So basically, Yurnev says, I do not know how anxious Hakan will be to report his failure to Sultan. We may buy us time. He is prideful. We have time to rest here. We will hear if they are coming. We have enough to set watches. I think you are welcome to stay here. If you feel uncomfortable here, you can move on. We will take to the sewers in the morning, and we will move to the lower city. We will have to make passage past the were-rats. Would you have anything I should tell their leader?
We are the chosen men, and that you tell them that you work for, you are part of our group now, and that they should let you pass.
I can do this.
Are they just going to believe him?
We at least tell them who we're chosen by these days. It's getting very confusing.
So I've taken to wearing a white band around my arm, less than the chosen, and I offer it to each of you. The white band represents bravery and the fight of battle.
It kind of wears a symbol in my face. I'm good.
You may choose not to be part of the chosen men, but I'm just saying that
There is
I'm
this.
not chosen. I'm
it's
protected.
your own rank of battle. It separates you.
In many countries, white means surrender.
The opposite of bravery, isn't it?
This is okay.
I think that's the plan. Get in trouble, just take it off.
You have
We
met
should
the
have
leader.
some sort of symbol, and we can stamp them on coins that we can use to prove that people speak for us. But that's for another day.
You do not have to worry about the rat leader, the pack leader, knowing who you are. You sent her packing several days ago. She is Gulema. She will already know that you are what I speak now that she knows that you have defeated me as well. And I will speak of your deeds against Khan. This will show your strength. You do not need to worry about them.
So I'm gonna show him the blade singer symbol that I use, which you should be able to see on your screen. It's a little guy with the dumpling goes. This is a symbol of Saucel and of the Blade Singers. There's not too many around us, only one other that I know of in the city. Let them know that this symbol represents Aurelius Drake. If there's any question with the rats.
I will do this. But I will let them know. He turns to you, Drell, and he says, I will let them know that Suhani is where your strength comes from. We are not unfamiliar with the sway of the moon of both sides. There are many that will think the pendulum has swung. Many years it has been in the shadows. It seems that the light of the moon is showing its strength again. They will see this in the defeats that you have created, that you are responsible for. They will
Very
understand.
good. You can go.
Well, he was gonna go in the morning, but
Well, I think he needs to go now.
He should leave
I'm
in the morning
kidding,
when he's
I'm
rested.
kidding.
Otherwise,
oh, okay, because he's pretty beat up.
No,
He
I
needs
think
at least
we
a
all
short
need
rest.
to. We all need to knock the cups and plates off these tables and take a rest.
There's a bunch of beds in the cave above it if you want to go check that out. But
they stink of bear.
They do really stink of a bear. You can find places to sleep. That's fine. The bears are going to stay on watch. You're welcome to have your own watch, which I imagine you will do. Many of you are very beaten up.
yeah, one round, baby. Holy smokes!
I curl up under.
I have resistance to necrotic damage. I was waiting for him to hit me because I was just so set up to tank him. He's like, "Oh, you're hitting me. Oh, that sucks. What's happening to you?"
Yeah, I most of his damage wasn't necrotic. It was.
I was gonna
Well, it's probably a lot of slashing, but I assume
he was doing 2d12 plus 7 slashing and 1d6 necrotic.
So maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I misunderstood. Whoops.
He hit me for 64 points of straight up damage. That hurt.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to take that either. So he was hitting pretty hard. I mean, he's another one of your classic darkness minions. So I was just like, oh, daylight.
Yeah,
What's
32.
what's the deal for those who us got bitten by the lycanthrope?
You guys.
Oh, I can cure that in a
well,
day.
we will visit that in the morning. Let's
Yeah, that's
lycanthropy. It takes a little while to kick in. It is a curse. It's not
I'm
a
already
can
being
remove
half
curses.
dog, so
Yeah, well, that's more your race than a curse.
Yeah.
So you can take on lycanthropy. I can do a deeper dive, and if you want to keep it, but
I'm pretty
it can. Sahanine can actually remove it. You might even have remove curse.
I have removed curse, so I can do it.
Yeah, you could probably remove it.
I can remove. I was googling it as soon as I got it, just for like the sake of my character knowing, like, so make sure it wasn't a disease, because the problem is, is it technically a disease?
Yeah, it is not a
curse.
disease.
It is not a disease. It is a curse. It means I used it wrong on my other campaign, so it's good for me to know now.
Well, it's because so many movies use it as a curse, but in 5e, I use it as a disease.
Disease, yeah,
it's
the bite is infectious, as that usually goes. But
we'll delve into that a little bit more. We only have like 24 minutes left, so let's get you guys out of these caves.
John,
after
Yes.
during the evening, I'm going to deposit Ajir in one of the rooms discreetly.
Oh, a jar.
Yeah, and when I'm by myself, and then
Do you want to ping where you're depositing?
I don't know exactly what this is. Wherever that little bloody room is.
Okay, is that when you're on watch?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you watch by yourself?
No, watches. As I'm patrolling, I'm gonna walk out there and watches. Who's on watch with me? The bear folk are watching. But
the bear folk don't care.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here.
yeah.
watch orders.
Yeah, we have. Where's our watch thing here? But whoever's on watch with me, I'm
I'll
gonna
look it up real quick.
I
down
can
the
look it up.
bottom.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
So on watch with me is going to be Cal and Drell. I'm just gonna go check out the rooms. There was a room down south where where Khan came from, a secret passage. I'm going to go check that out.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
And I'm there too.
Well, somebody's got to watch the party. We know
You can't. You don't have three people on watch at once, do you?
That's what
I
it
didn't
says.
think so.
So it says.
How are you doing that and
words,
getting it?
Cal, Drell, and Auric, and then Azrael and Nam. That's what it says. I'm looking at it right here.
That's weirdly. I don't know why it's written up that way. Because you have to get 6 hours of sleep.
That's waiting for 12 hours.
Azrael and Nam are alone together for watch.
I have a
That
19
seems to put a lot on Azrael.
Az got a really good perception, and
I have a pretty good passive.
And Nam is a good talker.
right, and yes, he's a talker. And then
I'm a good listener.
Yeah,
I'll
and
talk a lot.
Cal and I are both decent at perception. We're not great, but so double rolls is hopefully going to get us better. I honestly don't know how good you are, Drell, at that.
I'm not very.
So
good.
what is this actually like? So I'm going to need this. That's kind of a silly thing to attack now, but I'm going to need this at some point when you do a watch. This doesn't make any sense. So all three of you are on watch, and then two are on watch.
Right, there's five of us. How else would we do it?
Well,
You
okay.
could do 2-2, and it would always be 2, but it would rotate through.
right. Because so you're gonna be when you do your watches, you're literally gonna be down for 12 hours, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, unless
Okay.
there's a rush for it. I mean, I can have my.
That's fine.
If you want, I can have my bird on one of the watches for what it's worth.
No, that's fine. All right, as long as you do that. So when you go, so you're on with Drell and Cal. Are you going to try to sneak away, or what's happening?
No. Well, I mean, I can't. There's no secrets from things. So,
Okay.
so can I move my token down here so I can see what the heck I'm looking at?
Where are you going?
Well, I was going to say where the
You can move your token, but so you guys, you guys are on watch. There's a bear on watch too. There's actually a couple bears on watch. You see Aurelius start to head off.
I'll be right back in a minute. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to head down here, and I'm going to see where my token is.
Okay. You guys let him head off on his own?
Give me a second.
I'm going to head here, and I want to deposit it in here.
I go with him.
Well, you gotta wait to see what the other players are doing, Joe. So you can't just take it off.
I'm very
Interesting.
suspicious.
Go ahead.
They're seeing you go.
Musa
so-
seems to want to go off on his own for a little too much.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't notice anything actually.
All right, so nobody cares. So then
No.
you're fine. You're fine to deposit it wherever you
I'm
want.
going to deposit in this room in here. Is there anything?
Yeah, so there's 2 back-to-back secret bookcases there.
Is there anything that interesting in here when I'm looking at it?
There's his desk and the bookcases. There's nothing else there's some ledgers in there and stuff.
I am going to
But-
remember that he wanted to go off on his own for some reason, though.
Yeah. All right.
But most of the valuables look like they were collected out of the room with this door down here. That is actually open when he went and got the chest. So that's
All right.
not.
So I'm going to take care of what I have to do, then come back. I'm going to inform the party that there's some rooms there with some papers. This is Drell and Cal that we might want to search on the way out.
I mean, you could scoop up the papers, but there's there's a list of all the stuff that was lost in the warehouse raids. There was just all the stuff crossed off with the ledgers and everything that was missing.
Okay.
There was some burned papers that were burned by the oil lamp that was in the room, or the torch that's in the bottom here.
All right.
And just ash that was left on there, but nothing. There's nothing else besides that.
I come back
Mostly
and
just business paperwork.
after I've done my duty, I'm going to show Drell and Cal. I said these Khan came from this room, and these were the papers that were in the room he was from. There's a hidden room behind the bookcases. It looks like he might have had some nefarious.
Well, all the stuff in that office, and there was a back bedroom that it all looked like it was actually Yurnev's room.
Oh, right.
I'm also developing
And the room
allergy to
you
paper.
passed, the room you passed through to get to it looked like it was the bodyguard's room.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
How did Shah Hakan get in?
Well, you could ask the bear folk. So Hakan came from all the way down where you guys had come from.
Oh, so he came down.
He threw the gates, and they actually just moved really fastly. They knew the place because he'd been there before, and
Okay.
for a lot of reasons. And so they came through those doors. They knew about the secret door and everything, but they don't live there. Hakan does not live there.
Okay.
Hakan is in the is one of the court members of the Sultan. So he's a courtier of the Sultan. So he
See him again.
he lives in the in that area. He's not hanging down with his slums. One of the things you do discover as you guys wake up in the morning and go to leave, the stairwell you came down is been caved in. So the only way out is through that iron gate, which you guys end up having to bust the lock. But with Cal's axe, that's not that hard to do. I mean, not Cal's axe, Drell's axe. That's not that hard to do. And you guys can go. There's a passage going out that way in the north side of the map that takes you out to the wharf. The water gets a little more narrow and goes through, but there is this kind of a secret passage that comes out by one of the sewer grates.
Can I press my long rest button?
Yeah, go ahead and press your long rest button and level your characters.
Okay.
Should we do leveling characters off, like
What's that?
off recording, just because it'll take less time?
Yeah, we can save it. I don't think we're gonna. We ended up. The battle took a long time, so we didn't get as far as I was thinking we'd get. So we're gonna wrap it up here. In a little.
Are you gonna wrap up now?
No. We'll wrap it up in 15 minutes. There's a couple of things we can do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna level at the end of this unless we need it right away.
That's what I was planning on doing. Just
Just
for
I'm
the
not
sake of
killing
it.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So when you guys leave it, your Nev's looking a lot better. When you get to the sewer point, he actually points out the way out, and he and the bears head deeper into the sewers through a different channel. And he says he will work his way. It might take him a little bit. They're all the way across the city, and the sewers aren't straightforward, and there are other creatures in the sewers besides wares. So he's going to attempt to. So it may take him a couple days to get to Jalila. He's telling you this to you, Drell. But he promises you that he will, once he can get there, he'll protect her, and then he will also reach out. He will try to make peace on behalf of Cal and you, if you want him to, with the Lupine, so that the bears can stay amongst their ranks.
I like
He
it.
could also. What's that?
I like it.
Okay. The other option is to try to stay with the rats, but he doesn't seem to think very highly. He has more. He doesn't like the lupine, but it's more of a. But he does have more respect for the lupine than the rats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. We'll move you guys to. We'll just move to the Golden Camel map, since that. I assume you guys are going there from when you work your way through the city.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll stop by the lupine on my way just to let them know.
I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna clear this turn counter because it's so full, and get rid of it.
Just let you know, I did cast Remove Curse on myself in the morning.
Okay, you had enough spells to do that.
Well, we long rested.
Or you did it after the long rest. Okay.
After the long rest, I just used the 3rd level spell.
So you go through a ritual. Moonlight beams down on you, and you can feel Sahanine or some power, holy power, divine power, removing the impurity from your blood.
My priority today is going to be to spend the whole day working with the book again.
Okay, so you're going to spend 8 hours on the book. Cal, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go off and do my thing and talk to the
All right.
Lupa and let them know that we're now working with the former Maelstrom in the general interest of the people of Khassan.
Okay. Nam tells you that he's like he goes, I let Filigir know that the deal is completed. She wants to meet with us tomorrow. So right now you're still on the 24th because you finished everything up early. You slept later into the morning. So you have all of that day to do whatever you'd like. Nam's going to take off and get his cloak in the afternoon.
I'm going to go with him.
And
okay, because I want to see if there's any more healing potions to replenish what we have, and I'm going to spend most of the day scribing into my new spell books.
I'm going to have to head out. So thank you for the battle.
No problem.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure, and I'll see you all anon.
Take care, Craig.
See you, Greg.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to go to in Drizzles?
Yep.
I ask you to buy me a potion to replace the one I used.
That's the idea.
Thank you.
We both need
All
it.
right. You guys are burning. You know because you discussed it before. You're burning through these faster than you can make them.
Yep.
But we'll see what he recovered. Have a process. Drizzle, how many potions did you whip up?
I need a staff of healing is what I need.
All right. It has only been like 2 days since you guys bought him out of his last set.
Chop and Drizzle. We're here to give you business. Part of knowing your customers.
He's like, welcome back. I can only make them so fast. How fast can you scribe scrolls?
Right now.
Yes, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Very quickly, but unfortunately, right now I'm in the process of getting an extra spell book for myself, and so I'm in the process of copying my spells from one spell book to the next. And I'll be done just another 9 more days with my first spell book.
All right, I will see what I can do here. I have I have 3 regular potions of healing available.
Yeah.
And I might have one greater healing, maybe 1 or 2. Let us see here.
Right.
Oh no, I am sorry, I am completely out of greater healing, and I have not been able to make any of this superior yet.
Okay. I'm taking the 3 regular potions.
All right, that'll be 150 gold.
Done.
Oh, I have some interesting news for you. I will be I feel like I am but a few days away from the actual location of the storm, the Blade of Storms.
Oh, wow.
Probably the end of this week. And you two, are you with them, Azrael?
Yeah, I figure I'm there right now.
Okay. And
I
also
don't have a lot
on
to
the,
do, and probably shouldn't travel
on,
alone.
you had to be looking for a celestial signet of Sahanin, and that I have. I'm very close to locating as well.
What's time?
Probably both will be
Interesting.
end of week.
Take your time with it.
All right. So, anything else you need to purchase at this?
That is everything.
I'm gonna let Russ know that he's got a snow flurry cloak for Nam. He picks that up with you.
There's probably some scrolls
I
I
think
want.
he already paid.
Oh,
for
actually,
all
you know what? There is. Where is it? Hold on. I'm going to ask if he has any scrolls, and I'm looking for scrolls of Dispel Magic or Dimension Door. And I forget the price of them, but I know it ain't cheap. And Dispel Magic's the big one.
A spell of Dimension Door would be 3,500 gold pieces,
Yeah.
and Dispel Magic would be. Is Dispel second or third?
Dispel Magic's third level.
It would be 750 gold pieces for the Dispel Magic.
Does he have them?
Let me see what I have in my inventory.
I don't think he had them before. So
No. Really hasn't been very long. I'm gonna have to roll like 80 or above, see if it showed up. 57, no. And it'll have to be like for the fourth level one, it gotta be like 9 above.
all right. I don't expect you to have them.
Nope.
Just
Nope,
those are
he
the.
does not have them.
Okay, no problem. So guess what? Guess what it saved me? It just saved me 4,000 gold, 500 gold. Okay. All right. Excellent. All right, that's everything that I want there. And then I'm going to spend the evening with Jalila again and tell her that and let her know that to expect to see people or meet people that are there to watch out for her because unfortunately, because of my line of work, she may be, they're aware that I'm spending my evenings there.
Before you reach the evening in the afternoon, you're at the Golden Camel, and it's just Nam Foodle is around somewhere, but he's just hanging out, getting his rest, and Drell is doing his exercises in the courtyard again, and Cal is off doing whatever Cal does in the lower city, and so it's you and Azrael, basically, and Nam hanging out, and El Hess comes up to you while you're in the pillow room, we call it. El Hess she says, Sahid Aurelius, one of your associates is looking for you. The gentleman that is known as Salim is looking to report to you, I believe.
Send him in, please.
Excellent. So she'll bring him into the. Are you going to stay in the courtyard with him, or is she going to have him bring him
come into the Salim
pillow room?
Yes. So we're going to go into this area where my character is right now, right here.
To the courtyard.
Yeah.
All
right.
That's where Cal is. We'll put Cal back here. He's not really there. All right. So
you're with
Salim.
right? Yep.
All right. Slim shows up to you. Remember, he's dressed pretty casually, carries a curved blade, something like a scimitar on him. He doesn't have his hood up at the moment, but he has red sash, it's a well-kept beard and mustache. He's young. You can tell he's muscled. He's not, as far as you know, he's not an actual... He's a member of the Lupine gang, which he introduced himself as, but he's not an actual werewolf as far as you know. He doesn't seem to act like one, and you're getting more familiar with how they act. But he comes to you, and he says, I have some information that I thought you would wish to know. It appears that there's been a buildup of city guard in the northwest quarter of the lower city. There is talk there has been a cave-in in the southern salt mine, and that a major debtor's arrest is soon to follow. Also, there are whispers of a gin wielder having been seen at the Peddler's Bazaar.
A gin wielder in the southern, and where was it?
The Peddler's Bazaar, which I can show you. Go to the map of Khassan, the city of Khassan. And zoom out here. So the northeast quarter of the lower would be up here. That's where he's talking about where they're
Ping
talking about. What's that?
Can you ping it again?
Yeah, it's down in the tail feathers.
Tail feathers. Okay, thanks. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll switch my color. Gray doesn't stand out.
It's like it's gray is tough to see.
There you go. It's down here.
So right there.
Okay, now I can see it.
And then the Peddler's Bazaar. The Peddler's Bazaar is marked on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So this, you can actually hover over it. It's right here. I'll ping.
I see it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's the Peddler's Bazaar. So both that's in the north central lower city.
And the southern
so those are the two locations he's talking about.
We expect, the southern salt mines. We expect them to have a debtor's arrest soon to bring slaves to the southern salt mine. Is that correct? Just my understanding.
Exactly. That's what he's basically saying is that their city guards are gathering in that area. They're going to be collecting debtors, which pretty much means everybody in that city is viable in that portion of this. And then they're going to, because there was a cave-in, so they need more miners. Is the premises you got from previous conversations. And so what they do is they call in these, the arrests of these debtors collectors, which again, it's pretty much they can just take anybody out of this section of the city, pretty much. So that is coming soon, according to the rumors that Salim has picked up on.
Very well.
Should be here. Yeah.
You've done extremely well, and I'm going to be. He's 5 silver a day. I'm going to give him I'm going to say this. I'm going to give him 5 platinum and say this is for the information. And then I'm going to give him another 50 silver for 10 more days and say, keep your ears open. Any other information will be helpful. And I pay well for making sure that I'm informed of everything that goes on in the city. Thank you, Salim.
Excellent. So how much did you give him?
Gave him 50 silver for another 10 days, and then I gave him 5 platinum. Then I gave him 5 platinum for the information he gave me. So the information is value. I'm hiring him for X amount of dollars, but then making sure he gets paid well, because that's the information I was looking for. Is when are they coming for the unfortunate? And of course, now they know as the gin wielder is even more helpful because that'll allow Drell to get involved.
Yep. Man in the courtyard will not like that. Big man makes up his mind. It's pretty hard to stop.
Yeah, Salim was already paid through.
I paid him 50 already, or 50 days. I think 50 days already, so it's just another 10, so 60 days now total.
Yeah, he's paid through a lot.
Yeah, he's the man on the payroll, my man in the street. And I'm also going to tell Salim, say, keep an eye out. My understanding is that we're being watched by members of the Sultan's crew, a young lady, exotic dancer, and a nobleman. Keep an eye out for them and see if you can identify who they are, but don't get yourself noticed in case your case in the city around this area coming to and from.
I will stand out in this upper city, but I can look into it if you desire.
I have others looking, but I tell you that so you don't get noticed. And if you give me information on them, again, you'll be well rewarded.
I can do this. Thank you for your generosity. I will return when I have more information.
Thank you, Salim. We will talk again.
All right, and that is that. And we will probably leave it at there. Perfect timing, 10:30.
Achievement unlocked. You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@the d6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.